Ooh, Q's a smidge beefy. It's a smidge beefy. There's 6 people ahead of me. Or I'm number 6. There's 5 people ahead of me. Hi, chat. How are you? Aloha. Hasta luego. Porque no los dos. I don't know Spanish. I don't know Spanish very well. I know somebody that I used to know. Somebody. All right, well, now I'm 7th. Oh, boy. Used to know. But we'll be in shortly. The plan is to just do some off-duty hangouts with off-duty hangs for a little bit. If things seem slow, we'll jump on duty. And yeah. Let's see. This song makes me smile every time I know it's coming up. Every time I hear it. So I ordered the new PSU. That means tomorrow night we'll find out if the computer is fucked. Sup, Racho? Oh yeah, so we just what was it 4 more people ahead of us in queue. We're chilling. Gonna get you next time. Minor setback, bro. Would you believe me if I told you this office of mine still kind of smells like it? I've had the window open and everything. I keep forgetting to jump in queue, or at least check the queue before I start stream. Burned a light. I can imagine burn electronics is the worst. Yeah. It's not like the worst smell in the world, I will say though. Like it's not enjoyable, but it's not like I have to evacuate and never be in here. You know, it's not like spoiled food where I'm like trying to throw up. Burnt hair is pretty damn bad too. For sure. It's like I wake up and then I come around here and I'm just like, oh yeah, that happened. There's 400,000 Helldivers on the same planet I'm seeing. Jeez. Louise. Bapa and cheese. So tomorrow, I mean, you guys, those of y'all that hang out here often, you know that tomorrow's my day off of stream. So I'll keep you guys updated in Discord if it's looking like that's all I needed to do, or if we're gonna have to order more PC parts. The queue's moving, so we won't be waiting for too long. I was talking with my buddies last night, and I was like, man, I don't even know. I know I have some money and I can live, but do I have enough money to just order the power supply now? And I looked and I was like, I can make it work. So I just decided to order it, and it'll be here tomorrow. 2 more people ahead of us. Sneakers, what's up? We're just getting started. How are y'all? How are you, cuties? I hope you've been well. I'm being really not good at keeping up with everybody. I should just spend my morning tomorrow just send some DMs and trying to catch up with everyone. Shit's hard these days. I feel like I just don't have enough time to do anything. Oh my god, what's up, Cello? Like on ONX, every character I play, except for Tommy, because I just started playing Tommy, every character has had some level of somebody going, hey, you don't come around enough. What's going on with that? I'm like, I play on the server every fucking day. I don't play every character every night. You know, it's hard because I can't just I can't explain it in character, you know? So it just makes the character sound lazy. I will say that you want to know what kills my my drive for roleplay is when people are breathing down my neck about me not coming around enough. Because now I feel like I have this like pressure to play the character. Yay, we can log in. I made it. Believe me, I get it. Yeah. Like, I wish I was in a position where I could, because Lord knows I fucking would. So I'd probably do 2 days off a week, but the other 5 days, I'd stream for like 10 to 12 hours. All right. Here come the boy. Here come the boy. Actually, hang on. Let me get the proper song. Let me get the proper song for this boy. I'm hunching over. I need to stop that. I'm gonna lower my desk a little there, or my chair a little bit. Come on now. Alrighty. Y'all ready for the new fit? Look at this jacket. My mouse is having a panic attack. I fucks with it. And you get back on ONX at some point? Would love to see you. Oh, I need to get Tommy some food and drink. At least some drink. We're hanging out off duty right now. What is happening? Citizens, please check the MDW at either the DMV or City Hall and confirm that you have a valid photo in the system. Pretty sure Tommy does. Oh, I don't have my MDW on me, do I? Am I allowed off duty? Yeah. Yeah, I'm rarely on a job train. I'm rarely on a job queue. So I'm allowed off duty. I'm mostly off duty because I'm genuinely interested in this court case coming up. Where is this court case? I don't have my MDW with me. I need to get on food anyway. What's the case? It's Probe and Crux. It's Jordan Steele versus DeJasper Probe and Crux. So Snowball's cop. I still believe somebody. All right, normal playlist now. I can't wait to go back to using 2 computers because all my shit and my macros and my music and my OBS and all that shit was on hotkeys and so much easier to access. If the case reaches a point to where I'm just bored, I'm going to we'll go get on duty. I feel like kicking back a little bit tonight. It's a lazy Sunday. We just had the daylight savings. Everybody that works 3rd shift last night got to not work for a whole hour. They just got to skip past it. My mouse is doing a whole thing where it's like let's see if Wimbley's just vibing. Nope. Oh, get it in the fall. True. Oh, there's a food truck over there though.
Jenkins.
Jesus, we just
they're shift 3 folks. Jenkins was around last night. I don't think Heather was.
My guy is just having his conversation at max volume. How's things on in the land of No Pixel? How have Cello, you been playing over there? How goes the EMS life? I did see I saw Kiki resigned. I saw Veronica resign. Sad stuff, and I wish I would be able to bring around Tommy to talk to them about that. I'm not sad. It's bittersweet stuff, I should say, rather. Why'd they resign? Oh, I don't know. I haven't been able to be around. Oh, I got you. They gave us picnic tables. They gave us picnic tables.
Enjoy that food, alright? Come on back. You want some?
Hey, you hungry fella?
Awesome, awesome.
We get you.
Having a hard time. There's the menu.
It's in your menu.
What's that?
We can send you a menu. If you
No,
can't
I see it now. I can see it now. The sun's not shining in my eyes anymore. Let me do let me get 2 orders of fish and chips and 2 lemonades.
Fish and chips, 2 lemonades.
Yes, please.
Can I get your state ID?
Yeah, it's gonna be 9206.
Sorry, can you say that again?
Yeah, 9206.
206.
Making that fresh for you. Just be
Yeah, take your time.
There you go, bro.
$70.
Thank you very much. It'll be just a minute.
Awesome.
All right, Millie, have a good one. all
Maybe
right?
I should get on duty instead of watching court cases. 'Cause I don't think there's any passive income. Kind of fuck with the purple shirt. R25manage.com. What the hell? Toledo Bay EMS. Huh. Okay, that's cool. What building is that? Oh, is this the fire station? Right across from the PBSO?
order up 2 fish
Ooh.
and chips, 2 lemonade.
Thank you kindly.
All right, enjoy that.
Of course.
Good fella.
Oh, that? Yeah. What is Jordan doing? I just haven't been able to log in. The wind kind of got yoinked out of my sails when there was just no movement. There was not movement, but there was just no avenue for me to be able to bring Tommy. Jordan just ran over. So
Oh my god, I'm so sorry,
it's
sir.
okay. No, I'm just watching that woman get ran over in the street.
Oh my god!
Or man, I don't know who that is.
Oh my
Jeez, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh my god, this guy's
Yeah, this
crazy.
is a lot.
I'm not getting towed. I'm not getting towed. He's towing me right now.
Ramming everyone.
Is that you?
What the fuck is this
Huh?
guy doing? He's gonna hit someone. He's actually gonna hit someone. What the fuck?
He already did on the street.
Glenny!
Sir,
Not the
you,
Glenny!
sir,
What's up, Emily?
you
Get
Get out of the car now.
Ah, my car.
Well, he
No,
just,
this is ridiculous.
that's a fender bender.
Vandalizing my car. I want to press charges. I want to press charges on him. He vandalized my Glendale. He vandalized my Glendale. I want to press
I don't know.
What was going on?
It's a lot. I'm gonna plug in my mouse
I
because
want
it's
to press
having a
charges on him.
hissy fit
He
today.
hit my car. Do something. Do your job. Jesus.
You hit my call.
Peanut gallery, please. Please.
I need your name.
It's pressure ID for us real quick.
Hello?
Let's go. I'm gonna hit the MDW. See when this case starts. Bow, wow, wow. There we go.
No, I'm not all right.
RDM. Chat. I don't want. I don't want all. I got Julius, but I can't tonight because Rosa and Julius need to have a chat because Julius hasn't been coming around, and I mean it's all for good reason. What is mayhem again? Isn't this just kind of what Jordan is always doing? Isn't Jordan always causing minor mayhem? No person in a single instance with the intent to cause cruel or extreme pain and suffering for the purpose of revenge, extortion, persuasion, or any sadistic purpose shall maim and inflict great bodily injury on another person. Isn't this just kind of what he does all day? Civil docket. Let's see. It's gonna be down here. Jordan Steele versus Robin Crook. 9 p.m. Eastern, so in about a half hour. Okay. Any text from Ellie? Yeah. I would say that's more Mike Block. Yeah, I feel like Jordan does it for the extortion part. Because how many times have we seen, we showed up to a Jordan Steele scene where everyone else is injured and he's standing still and he has a car on the back of his tow truck. You know?
I want your name and badge number. What's your name and badge number?
Oliver Biner 6332. All I need to know is what I heard from him was that when we ran out in front of this car,
Text the
Over
sister.
here as he was smashing into the back of mine and then he swerved into me.
Sir, I need you to step out the
all
vehicle
right,
now.
thank you. That's all I need.
He needs to move out of the way, man.
What's good?
There's too many tow trucks, man.
Why are you scared of these tow truck drivers, man?
They rob people. They're scumbags. They're scum fucks.
What? No tow truck. Anyways, his statement, Wiener.
That's my statement.
Yeah, no, his statement was pretty simple. He got rammed into by the taxi, got out of the car, and the taxi swerved into him and hit him.
Out of my car. I ran over here. I seen this
fill
taxi
that
come
out.
in. He smashed into the back
Rosa's
of my
about
car.
to
I
have
ran
what's
over,
probably
see
going to
what
be
he
a
was doing.
5-hour-long court case. And that conversation with Julius,
Hang on for a sec, sir.
but with Julius and Rosa is going to take forever.
You're a scum fuck piece of shit. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Hey, yo, you need to calm
Fuck
down.
you. Fuck you. Fuck you, bitch.
Calm down.
Ain't towing shit. Fuck you. You ain't doing shit, bitch.
Which the commercial.
She's a judge? No, she's representing one of the parties
I'm
against
Fashion
Jordan.
Jesus. We're shooting a commercial.
I reached out because I was like, hey, I have to be in bed at a reasonable time tonight.
Oh, is that a threat?
With your
Is
court
that a
case,
threat?
do you think
I
that
wanna
Julius
press
and
charges
Rosa
for
will have the
threat.
opportunity to talk? And she said no. So
Officer, he said I'm gonna end up like Jesus.
that's all.
That means he's gonna crucify me.
For
I
what
wanna
it's
press
worth,
charges
chat,
on
it's
him.
mostly just because it's just mostly because Julius,
like
like
Jesus.
I'm not in love with DOJRP as hard as I could, or
Oh
as
my
hard as
God.
I wish I was.
Cops are literally just
And I'm just kind of having a lot of fun fleshing out Tommy and getting everything sorted for him right now. And not for nothing, the Julius voice, like, yeah, you're fine. Julius'
take your
voice
water, bro.
requires me to like be a little dehydrated. I have to put off when I eat food. I have to speak in tongues, and like it's physically a good amount of work for me to do the Julius voice, and I can't do that 5 days a week. So I think in Julius's mind, he wants to like touch base with Rosa and make sure that she's okay. And if she's not okay with, if she's not doing too hot with him not being around, and it maybe, I don't know if she's like found somebody else in character. Julius doesn't know in character if she's found anybody else to kind of fill that void. I'm personally okay with them not being intertwined in a relationship, because Julius was never going to be like my main character, you know? We're going to the clothing store because I think there's some other slip-on shoes that might actually match this jacket. So for that, yeah, I mean, I'm okay with Julius getting more bare bones and just like kind of having like some like friends and acquaintances, maybe some enemies, but as far as like full on relationship and relationship progression and things like that, like I don't even plan on Julius owning a house. Like I always just planned on him just kind of waking up often enough to be able to make money to sustain his living, his apartment and things like that, and he'll eventually like own a motorcycle, like things like that. So I need to start getting like a much more rudimentary schedule down is what I really need to do. Something that I can just abide by, like a normal schedule that will kind of have to just get swapped around if he gets like a court case under his belt. But I'm honestly okay with Julius just being a civ that does bench trials and cell reps. Like you don't have to be, when you make a lawyer, you don't have to make a lawyer that does everything, right? And I've talked with several folks about this and they agree. Oh, it's a pattern like that, but it doesn't. Damn. I think there's some other slip-on vans though, right? Or am I thinking of No Pixel? Towards the end, there's more shoes. I just don't want to be confused for a Bala. Those kind of fuck. With this outfit. I think there's some more Converse options. Don't tell me that there's Crocs that fit this. I mean, these kind of do, but they're a little too blue. What if I wore Crocs? Where are my feet? That's not the major discouragement. I kind of touched on it a little bit earlier when I started stream, so I don't know if you're here for that, but like I'm getting discouraged. I'm not getting discouraged, I should say, but I'm getting like Aaron had it with Bach last night with you don't come around enough. I've gotten a couple of things from Julius about not coming around enough. And it's like that nothing demotivates me more than, hey, you need to wake up more. And it's never as angry as that, but you know what I mean? I love that they got Converse that are just the full like RGB. So I'm getting discouraged from the workload a little bit, or like the desire by other people. And I'm just like, listen, I just kind of want to be able to log in whenever I want. Like, I don't know why we feel like this is creating issues, you know? And it works. It's like, if for Tommy, I could see that because I played Tommy for fucking years and you know, he was my main character for so long. So I could see that for Tommy, but it's like these kind of one-off characters. Like, I don't know. Like the only reason I played Julius so heavily that first stint with him was because in his first day he had to put up 4 things on the fucking docket. Because I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing something to convey the notion that when I play a new character, that's now my new main character or what, but I'm just kind of like, listen, man, I'm just kind of vibing. I'm always just trying to vibe. We'll see if Tommy gets on duty for a few hours though, because he does need to pump his paycheck. Because I do want Tommy to own a house. But this is kind of also just in that promise that I want to play Tommy as a civilian as well as an officer, and try my hand at balancing it out, have him attend events off duty and things like that. Make friends, you know, outside of just, oh, well, he's my cop friend. Always have fun RPing with you on Aaron. No matter if you're not as active on that character. I appreciate you, Optimus. I appreciate that. Listen, I think the focus will just always kind of change. Yeah, I feel that. Fucking Captain Aaron Shen was the funniest fucking thing last night. That ruined my voice, but I was having a good time. It was crazy that box shot me. Fight night was fun though last night. I promise to always bring Aaron around for fight night. That'll always be like the scheduled thing. Like if I'm not at fight night on Aaron, it's because I physically cannot be at my computer. I love this fit for Tommy right now. I love this fit for Tommy. Let's see. Hi, babe. Weed smell. What is this? Let me go check out the MDW. Heyo. Anything crazy has happened insofar as incident reports? Driving without a license, failure to display plates. Ooh. Jaywalking, Ballas 1080, Armstrong, bad man.
Check.
Huh. Does Jordan ever get that business license? No. Still hasn't gotten his business license. Let's see, what else is happening? Any more shooting? Tip Johnson attempted murder of a government employee. He lost a trial with precedence. When? I don't think that blocks him from the business license, does it? It's more so the stuff going on down here that would block him from a business license as far as on paper. Mario Kart pictures. Oh, all right. What is this? Oh, really? Oh, during that? No, he got a case law out of that. He also got a case law out of that, which blocks him because he doesn't have anything physical. Where is it? Where are my case laws at? Let's see. Against him, a duly recognized business granted by the state shall act as an agent for public property upon which the business operates, and will be granted all rights that a private property owner would enjoy. Specifically, the business shall be able to allow individuals to park in a manner that would otherwise be determined as illegal on that property, and shall be able to trespass individuals from the land. A tow truck driver must obtain permission from private property owner or recognized agent in order to tow a vehicle on that property. So it's not against him in that this is specifically pointed at him. For all I know, it might be. But let's take Bach, right? For instance. So be at Flywheels, Bach, it's state allowed property. He is the business owner. He can control the land. He does not own the building. So the little piece that Jordan is missing is that this fucking thing from Jerry Callow that was like a verbal agreement and he never got his like physical business license is he's operating out of that tow lot next to Lower Power, but has no legal right to control the property due to there not being any evidence of a business being operating out of that property. He has as much credibility currently as a guy that said, "This is my rock, you can't stand on this rock." You know, that's where that is. So I think I see what you mean by against him. And that might be how it came up, but I'm gonna bring this up. I'm gonna actually bring up the permanently have a tab open for case laws. There we go. Because I'm gonna need to spend some time on Tommy and read these. Because he does not have a business license, we can now tow vehicles on his tow lot. That's what I got at with Gale, because I made like 5 fucking phone calls.
Or yeah, your security.
I made like 5 fucking phone calls to different parties of the state just to get a once and for all, this is how it works. Stop fucking tiptoeing around it, everybody. Here is how it goes. End of story. The end. And the guy down at the tow lot is like, all right. And then I had to start parking things legally down there. I wonder if I should get Tommy a little beater car. Calendar. Today's the 10th. There's nothing happening on the 10th. Queen Star. Starts at 20 minutes. I kind of want to go make myself like a sandwich and get some snacking going. So I might stand here for a sec, chat, because we got 20 minutes till that court case starts, and we're just kind of hanging out. Give me a sec, chat. I'll be right back. Let me do this, so. Fucking poll. All right, I'll be right back.
See you around, alright? Hit me up for that paralegal stuff.
Alright, sounds good.
changed my mind. I'm preheating the oven for a pizza because I also have pizzas. I should be reserving my sandwich items for like meals at work. It's also that case law last night, Optimus, that I'm sitting here and I'm like, why is Bach freaking the fuck out about flywheels? He already has it. He has it. He controls the land. He is trusted. He has the physical paperwork and he has controlled. He has the trust of the state to control the land in which that property stands on. I don't know why Bach was panicking last night. Because it's like why panic about that? Let's see what else is going on. Let's see civilian reports. Things without suspects. Firearm found a trash can behind DMV.
My pizza was burning. Yeah, I just need to sit down.
A what?
This is a reference. The transcript, so.
Oh boy. Fucking.
Traffic infraction.
It'll be fun stuff. I'm having a pizza tonight. So I will say, John, like you could tow vehicles on his tow lot, right? If they are illegally parked. So if they're parked, you know, incorrectly within the lines, shit like that. Chat, it was fucking snowing. Do we have more snow in the forecast, I wonder?
I was recording this phone call so I could just transcribe this later.
Is there gonna be more snow? No, but we get fucking rain. And let's see, what temperature is it? It's 35 out. What was the low today? 29.
Literally in the middle of
And it's gonna be
work for,
65
dude.
on Wednesday. Where do I fucking live?
Tuesday. Okay, I'll be around Tuesday. That's fine. Around, give me
Yar. Where are they asking for a friend? I have an emergency. What's up, Perkin? What's up, Perkin? I'm engaged. I wonder how my poll is doing. If you guys don't know, I've conceded that I've just become the guy who posts curse shit on Twitter. 46 votes, and most people enjoy cell phone SIM cards as a pizza topping. Okay. Also, I posted this last night before I went to bed. This. All right.
Approaching popular. Crossing popular, east on Innocent.
It's the dolt that gets me, man.
Approaching popular. Crossing popular, east on Innocent. Trying to take a jump and failing. Left. Northbound. Mission field, so we have any.
God. I need more pictures of Tommy. My stream, my going live tweets do so much better when you put a picture on it. Picture for engagement. Who's that 15% that likes anchovies? I don't know, man. I love my curse shit. I love posting curse shit. Oh boy. Do we have let's make a bingo card. What's the bingo card making website? Bingo Baker? Is this it? God, this I could have swore there's like another site people use to make the bingo cards. Let's see. Does anybody know? Hang on. You know what? I think I know how to find it if I just go to one of our lovely servers. Oh, it is Bingo Baker. Okay. Let's see. What kind of things are we putting on the bingo card for a Jordan Steele trial? Do you love him / her? Jordan insults someone in the crowd. I was framed. And this is against Snowball's character. What else here? I'm trying to think of like what are some Snowballisms. Let's see. Accidental punch is always a good one. Trying to think what else would go great on this. What else would go good on this? Who is the judge seeing over this? That might help me make some more scores.
So it's at the DMV today for the trial.
attacks a judge. I feel like that's a mic block one. Jordan, to a certain degree, actually respects the court. Who is it? Joy? So let's see. Joy does some stuff. What happened?
Journal.
Huh.
High five. Have nice days.
Yeah, I got you. Have a good night. Five minutes until it starts. Yeah, I know. Maybe you scrap the bingo card. Wrong courthouse. It's at the DMV. I thought it was at the courthouse. That's my bad. I made an assumption. Montag's listed as a witness, but Occam's isn't logging on for that. They said it on the trial too. I saw that they're fine to do it without Montag. Really got to get Tommy a car. Well, happen soon enough. Some of the cars aren't that crazy expensive. These things never start on time anyways. What do you guys think? Like, well, like, what's one thing you guys think that is that happens in GTA 5 RP that GTA 6 roleplay will overcome? Like, what limitation do you guys think we're just not gonna have to deal with? I'm wondering if Rockstar is gonna be like, okay, yeah, the map's fucking 5 times bigger, so fuck it. We'll make it easier for you guys to edit how many slots for the server. It's too early to tell. Well, yeah, that's why it's hypothetical. We've had GTA 5 for a decade. I'm wondering what we'll get that's a bit different. I'm wondering, you know what? I wonder how the new lighting engine will do with custom assets, because I feel like the lighting engine in 5 just doesn't fucking love not the GTA 5 lighting engine does not favor textures that aren't matte. Who knows, sky's the limit. I'm wondering right. I'm also genuinely curious what Rockstar being involved and being in the conversation. I wonder if that'll hinder more than it helps, or if they're like, fuck yeah, hands on, let's make this shit great. I hope that there is not like a GTA 5 roleplay thing like in GTA Online. I hope that there is not like a playlist that you could just pick and you get plonked into a server and you don't know anybody and shit like that. I feel like if they wanted roleplay to be a native thing in GTA 6, they would have to involve a server browser. This shit should be starting now. Yeah, I'm hoping that Rockstar puts out a in-engine rendered cinematic.
Los Santos.
Yes, I have been. I've been telling Sean and Mercy, it's like, because I spend a lot.
But they haven't even gotten started yet. Which gives us time for this. Or actually, I'm just gonna take a seat.
So I got a confirmation of who the EMS were that responded to that call. So I'll be able to get a hold of them. Talk to them. Talk to those two. Talk to those. Oh, you're talking about the other thing, the big thing. The big thing.
What the fuck are these?
I'm still pissed off too, Rosa.
All right, I'm here.
Hey, there he is.
Yeah. Did I make? Yeah. Oh, shit, I'm a minute late. Sorry, guys.
Minute late, but
Hey.
you know,
How dare you?
our plaintiff still isn't here.
Okay. Yeah. No, I know why we were dealing with another situation, actually.
Okay, so is he gonna be?
You should be here. Hopefully, I told him to come to the DMV. I don't know if he listened to me or not.
All right, bingo.
Give him some time to show up, but if I'm sitting here like a half an hour later and he's still not here, I'm gonna default his ass.
Yeah, I'm ready pretty much. Does Nixon not show up?
I'm right here.
Nixon's here.
Defense, Nixon. We're defense.
I just came over to the corner. Yeah, I just came over to the corner because nobody said, yeah, you're over here today. Nixon.
Oh, okay.
You're on the other side, dear.
All right.
Gordo's not with him.
Oh, he's not today?
No, he's not.
Thank you for
I'm
coming.
telling you, I was just with him a second ago.
No problem.
All right, Humphrey, Sotti, Karma, Nixon is here. What do you gotta do?
Surprise Montag. Oh yeah, true.
There we go. Everybody's here.
Phone's muted.
Your Honor, if we may have 5 more minutes, please, just to get everything collected if possible.
All right.
Your Honor, Rosa has had over 2 weeks to get everything in order. I mean, come on.
Jordan insults.
Also, I wanted to inform
defense.
the parties, Mr. O'Leary is going to be shadowing me for this one, and I may have him handle the proceedings here today. Is there any objections to that?
Hey, everyone.
No objection, Your Honor.
I mean, you know, Joy, if you're training him, then he's going to be one of the good ones. So I got no
I
problem.
think my oven's ready. I'm abandoning the bingo
Now, if it
card.
was Schwinghammer, I would heavily object to that.
Okay, well then,
Your Honor,
you hear that,
I have
Mr.
one-
O'Leary? You get to run the proceedings today.
Your Honor, I do have one pre-trial motion if we can have it.
Oh.
So, not be, as we are a training firm, Salty here, I would like to enter Salty as a paralegal, just to be recognized for work that has been done on this case.
Say
I
that
will
into
be.
the mic there, Rosa.
Sorry, sir.
It's okay. You're very quiet.
I apologize. I'd like to make a
okay.
pre-trial motion to add Sati Kai on for defense side for paralegal, as I will be standing back here in the corner supervising for training purposes for all three.
I'd actually like to object to that.
Okay.
What for?
I'll hear the objection.
Does this individual have a bar license?
She's a paralegal in training. This is how they get training.
Yeah,
This is how they learn.
I'm going to object to that.
Are you a coward? Are you scared of somebody?
Shut up! Shut up! Shut
As
up!
you can already see, she's very unprofessional. I don't want this case to go off the rails. I mean, I'm a busy man. I already got like 4 other appeals I got to deal with. I don't really want a 5th one. I mean, I think that outburst alone, if she's in training, it's your job to show her that those kind of outbursts are not tolerated in the professional court of law.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, she called me a coward little pussy bitch.
Oh my god.
That's false, Your Honor.
That is misstatement of testimony.
It shouldn't be this woman's month, Your Honor. So maybe the rest of them.
Also, Your Honor, he has no idea who it is he's even complaining about, so may we please proceed?
No, I have an objection, and unless that woman has a bar license, I do not wish to be going against her today.
Okay, well, Rosa, I understand. She'll be operating under your bar license, correct?
Yes, she
Pizza's in
will
the
be.
oven.
That's the
Okay.
purpose.
What do you want Tommy to do within the PD?
Just know that, Mr. Steele, if you have any objections
I feel like it's
to the
too
way
early
that
to kind of
this
put
individual
goals down
carries
like that.
themselves in court,
I think he would be good.
I guess I'll go ahead and object as
at a bare
under
minimum, I'd
she
like for
was
him to get
not
senior.
Submitted as representation
At an all-time
or
maximum,
counsel on the
fucking
docket. If Rosa wanted
sergeant
her to help
slash lieutenant.
represent her today, then she should have submitted her as a counselor or co-counselor, Your Honor.
I see.
Nah, sergeant. I don't want like
this is all
COP level.
extremely unprofessional and not. I personally, I don't think this is a great example to be setting for the young paralegals.
Your Honor, this is what pre-trial motions are for.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
You know,
I leave it up to you, Your Honor.
I appreciate that.
Well, that doesn't need to be said. It's your decision.
Yeah, I know. I appreciate that too. There.
We'll do
Mr.
whatever you
Steele.
want, Your Honor, just so you know.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate.
Yeah, whatever you want, Your Honor. I mean, it's your courtroom.
You look great today, Your Honor.
Wait, how many are? 1, 2. Who's going to be? Who's a witness over there, and who's going to be?
This is what
being
Rosa always does.
Yeah.
She
He
might
was
as well
not-
be a devil dog because she's always trying to 5v1 me.
I vehemently
Your Honor,
object.
to stay to the point of the question of the court, the 2 officers here are our witnesses for today. There are only 3
Defendant and witness.
defendant and witness. We only have 3 attorneys present, and we are asking to bring on 1 paralegal for
Only
training
3?
purposes.
I am one man.
As Rosa is taking a back seat to help in the teaching of her firm and to make sure that paralegals and staff are learning appropriately and making sure that the court of law is upheld.
Your Honor. If they wanted to be learning appropriately, they wouldn't be shadowing Rosa. Everything she just said is
Objection for
Okay.
defamation and unprofessionalism.
You
Well,
smell
no,
like defecation. How
okay,
about that?
okay.
Oh my god.
Okay. We'll allow the paralegal, but
Oh
Mr.
my
Steele,
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Steele, if you have any complaints about their behavior, just know that you can file a complaint against.
Okay.
Rosa's,
Pre-trial motion.
Go ahead, sir.
Limit the paralegal's objection amount.
To what?
The
Shit's
amount
going
of
down
times they
outside.
can object.
You want me to put a cap on that?
Yes, because I don't want to be sitting here all dang night.
Oh, no, understood.
Dang.
Yeah, no. In general, there will be a limit. I'm not going to stand here and let objections be all dealt all willy-nilly. That's not okay.
No willy-nilly?
No willy-nilly in
All
this
right,
courtroom.
okay. All right. Well, if there's not gonna be any willy-nilly, then I got no
Yeah,
more
yeah,
motions.
you got my assurance.
No willy-nilly.
Okay.
But guys, someone pushes me.
Rough start. You guys okay now? We feeling good? We ready to do this?
Absolutely, Your Honor.
I'm a little intimidated by this paralegal. They called me
I get that.
Coward piglet bitch.
She said that. Why would you say that?
Your Honor, no, she
Could you
did not.
please clarify that I am Sadie?
What did she say then?
Your
Tell the
Honor.
judge what you said.
I'm not allowed to speak, right?
Tell the judge what you said. He wants to know what you said.
Your Honor, it wasn't the paralegal. And also, that is a wild misstatement of testimony.
Who said it? Who called me a coward? Okay,
I do believe that you misheard.
You should know what you're objecting
I want
about.
the paralegal removed from the courtroom then. I can't work under
It wasn't.
It wasn't the paralegal.
It was not the paralegal.
Yes,
stay
it
here.
was. It
Sophie,
was.
Sachi,
keep your
stay.
ass over here
I
right
want her
now.
out of here.
Till the judge
I want her
renders
outta
a
here.
verdict, you do not leave this courtroom.
I can't work like this. I don't want to sit here and be witness.
This is already a shit show, and I love it.
Everyone stay on their side. No calling each other little piglet coward bitches.
Thank you. That's all. That's all. That's all. I just want to be treated with the same respect that I show Rosa every day.
Okay? Is that okay, Rosa, if that's the standard we set?
Honestly, I have tuned him out completely. I have no idea what he
Oh my
said.
God! Do you see? What did I do, Your Honor? What have I done to deserve this?
Frankly, I don't know. But
This is very unprofessional.
Let's put the camera over here.
I think you know, we've if there's no further pre-trial motions, an assurance that there will be no willy-nilly this.
I have a pre-trial motion.
Oh, you got another?
After seeing how the women today have conducted themselves and treated me, I'd like to motion to extend Black History Month into March.
I don't have any objections to it, but
Hey, fair enough. Into how many weeks? Like I think
2 months.
Yeah, I
February
think
and March.
every day should be
with
Black
the exception
History.
of St. Patty's Day, because on St.
Okay.
Patty's Day, it doesn't matter what color you are, we're all
Yep.
Irish.
Well said. Well said. That's a brave statement. I've got no objections to that. We'll make a note of that.
All right.
All right.
Dude, this jacket looks like, no matter who's wearing it,
with
it looks like
that-
it's about to explode.
We can get this moved. All right. Let's see. Defense, you got everything you need to get this going?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Jordan, you got everything you need to go get this go.
Your Honor, all I have here today are the words of a brave victim
Not
Mm-hmm.
gonna
and
say hi.
the
Alright.
witness testimony of a Supreme Justice. And if that isn't enough
1 second, Felipe.
to compensate me for the
He's not
civil
talking
right
about me, right?
infraction that happened
Wait,
to me.
am I supposed to be here during this case right now?
I'm talking mod tag.
Oh, okay. Woo.
God bless America.
God bless. All right. Okay. Well, with that, the court will be called into session. This is a case of Mr. Jordan Steele versus. Is the D silent, sir?
no.
The Jasper Probe and Crook, the 15th.
Close enough.
What did I do wrong?
Probe and Crooks.
Crooks. Oh, the X is. Okay.
None
Probe
of it
and
is
Crook.
silent. Your Honor.
Yeah, probe and Crook.
You have to go see you tomorrow. All right, word. Tomorrow's my day off.
The 15th.
Mondays I take
This
off.
is a. You don't know what I'm doing. Okay, sir. This is a. All right. This is a case here on in which Jordan Steele is alleging that or the statement of claim here is rather that Jordan Steele was illegally detained and frisked by the Jasper Probe and Crooks the 15th during a court hearing. De Jasper claimed that the reason for the detainment was because he witnessed a person hand something to Mr. Steele. The relief requested is $20,000. Is that correct? That's correct there, Mr. Steele?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, with that, let's get moving into proceedings here. Mr. Steele, do you have anything that you would like to provide in terms of testimony with regards to what occurred after the trial in question?
I'm sorry. Would I like to provide testimony? Is that what you asked?
Mm-hmm.
Sure, I can give my narrative statement if that's what you're asking me.
Yep, that'd be great.
Okay, here I come.
I feel like I've spent more hours in court on ONX than I ever did on No Pixel.
Someone able to swear Mr. Steele in?
Excuse me, Mr. Steele.
Oh,
All right,
what have you done?
Mr. Steele. What do you want to swear on today?
I'll swear on Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
All right, go ahead and raise your left hand for me. Mr. Steele, do you swear and affirm that the testimony you are about to give today shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, under the pains and penalties of perjury, so help you, Jesus Christ of Nazareth?
Yes. Well, it was a normal day. It was kind of like today. I was in court fighting a charge against Probe and Crux, a charge that was later dismissed because Probe and Crux is corrupt cop who hates me and charges me incorrectly all the time. During
objection on that one.
There's objections? Okay. Is an objection during the narrative testimony? Yeah. What is your objection?
Prejudicial against Officer Probe and Crux, saying he's a bad officer who does illegal things all the time.
Okay, my argument
he's corrupt and everything.
Yeah, my argument would be that during that court case, I did prove that he's a bad officer and that he is corrupt because he abused his.
Objection.
Okay.
Why are we objecting during a rebuttal?
You're allowed to finish.
So why did she just?
Could you
did she object to my rebuttal?
Yes. Allow him to finish, and then we can move forward with. I guess you have a rebuttal to that.
That threw me off.
Yes. Let's continue.
Thank you. So, anyways, he's a corrupt cop, and during that court case, there was a recess, and I went outside to get some fresh air, and I went back inside, and Probe and Crux put a halt to the entire court case, detained me, and searched me for no reason at all.
Objection, Your Honor. Misstatement of the statement of claim. The statement of claim, he says he was frisked, not searched.
I'm just giving my narrative testimony, Your Honor.
You can't change the statement of claim now, though.
No, I can say whatever I want up here.
Okay. I was just talking to Joy here. Just given the fact that he is by himself at this point, and we're going off the statement of claim, all it says is, again, you're right, that he was legally detained and frisked. Okay. He's providing an additional narrative to the statement of claim. Okay. But I'm just going to allow him to continue providing this and allow you to go through with your questioning thereafter. Okay, if you want to object to him here and not add anything to his statement of claim, that's up to you. But as far as I'm viewing this right now, he's just providing a narrative testimony.
I mean,
Okay.
look, here's the thing, Your Honor, is that I don't know what the hell happened to me. All I know is I was sitting there trying to defend myself against charges that were incorrect when Probe and Crux said, "Come here, boy," and turned me away from him, said that I wasn't allowed
I was
to
here
move,
for
and
this.
this is
too.
happening.
That is not how that happened.
I don't know if I don't know what the hell was going on back there. I don't know if he frisked me, searched. I mean, I don't know. He was doing something. And when I asked him if I was detained, he said, "Yes, you are." That's what happened.
Okay. Now, with the defendants, would you like to ask questions? Now is your time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, we good?
Everybody's stuck.
You need to.
You really
Turn down to the well, Your Honor.
You really need them to.
On this side with DJ.
Permission to enter the well, Your Honor?
Ooh.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Mr. Steele has left the stand.
Oh, did you want to ask me questions?
Please.
Sorry, it just took you guys so long.
Okay, Mr.
I thought I'm sorry. I got confused. I thought we
Oh,
were
I
done.
understand.
They were just sitting there
We would have
bouncing
waited
around
for the
each
judge
other.
to tell
like-
us what
There's
to
a
do,
lot
Your
of them, I
Honor.
understand.
Sorry, Your Honor. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
All right, you're good.
Steele, why did you leave the courtroom before the trial was concluded?
Objection, leading.
Cross, Your Honor.
I will just in terms of I'm going to go ahead and sustain that. This is a cross, so he is allowed to lead here.
Okay.
Sorry, Your Honor. Is that overruled or sustained?
I meant to say.
Sorry, I
overruled.
got something
Thank you.
interesting.
Thank you, Your
It's
Honor.
for everyone in here, and you all failed. You all failed.
I did fail.
No. That was a test for everyone else, kid.
Can I object to calls for narrative then, Your Honor?
Object to calls for if you can.
Yeah.
Do you have a rebuttal?
For calls for narrative, it's a simple question that can be answered in 2 words.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and overrule it. But I'll keep the line of questioning short and sweet if that's the case.
Your
All right. I wanted to go outside.
Did you talk to anyone outside the courtroom?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I did.
Were you given anything outside of the courtroom?
Yeah.
Why did you not have whatever you were handed delivered to you inside the courtroom?
Ate it.
What was that, sorry?
I ate it. It was a cheeseburger.
Okay, so why did you not have that delivered to you in the courtroom?
Objection, relevance.
I'm just trying to
go ahead.
establish
What was that?
why he felt necessary to leave the courtroom.
I think he's.
Pizza's about to be done.
Mr.
Right
Steele's
back,
kind
chat.
of
I think
already
he's got
made it a
invited to
bit
something
clear
really
that
cool, though.
He's eating food. He needed to eat food. Is there something else that you're driving towards? If so, I can give you a little bit of leeway here.
Yeah, it's every other defendant in pretty much every other trial gets those things delivered to them, provided by the people. Even if you phone, you can get them to come into the courtroom and deliver it.
Oh, okay. So is that then I
was
I
as
guess the
simple
question
as
again
food.
is, are you going towards something? He did answer that he was getting a cheeseburger. Are you going towards something with your question?
Yep, we're trying to ascertain if there was reasonable suspicion for it to be not a cheeseburger.
Understood. All right. So I will overrule it and see where you're going with this, okay?
What can you re-ask your question?
Why did you choose to have it to go outside and collect this item instead of having it delivered to you in the courtroom?
Well, I just thought it would be rude to interrupt the trial with eating lunch when I could just simply do it during recess.
I have a moment to confer with co-counsel there, Your Honor.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh, Your Honor, get down! Sorry. Ah! I saw that woman. I'm sorry. I saw that woman.
Oh, that's 2 cups. Yeah, she's a. Insane.
Sorry, I didn't know what she was. I didn't know what she was gonna do.
Ran over Gordo the other.
Why is Lambda on the screen?
I have no idea.
He's a narcissist. Whenever he comes into this courtroom and it's not in use, he puts that picture up there.
Yeah, that's typical Lambda. What do you?
It's a handsome photo.
You talking about the picture?
Permission to enter the well? My name is
Absolutely.
Saudi.
You can just get in my well.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Steele.
Careful, Your Honor. Lassie might come in here.
Hey,
Mr. Steele.
On the well.
Have permission to leave the courtroom?
Did I have permission?
Correct.
Yeah, the judge called it into recess.
And did the judge actually tell you that you were able to leave the courtroom and courthouse outside?
I mean, typically that's what a recess means.
Normally, a person that's dependent on a case has the ability to leave the courthouse.
Objection. Counselors testifying, I think. Also confusing.
I was asking you a question.
I'm sorry, I didn't. Okay, then confusing.
Okay. So yeah, in this case, it seems like you just keep rephrasing the question over and over of when an individual is when the court is in recess, is the defendant allowed to go?
Oh, I'll withdraw then, Your Honor, and answer that.
Okay, go ahead.
I wasn't the defendant.
Huh?
What were you in this case?
I mean, I was, what was that? Was I appealing? I think I was
Yes, Your
suing.
Honor, he was appealing.
Okay. We're appealing something.
Objection, counselors testifying.
Just confirming that what he said.
Yeah. I know. You. It is a bit of a. He's not incorrect there, but I know you were just confirming.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was more asking myself.
Yeah, I know.
Here's the thing. I remember being on the left side. I was. Yeah, that's right. I was appealing those charges. Yeah.
Your Honor, may I have a sidebar, please, with me?
With your co-counsel, absolutely.
Correct. Thank you.
Doing okay up there? You need a cheeseburger?
I'd take a cheeseburger.
I said yeah. I said yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You may. Oh, I must have closed my mouth very soon. did.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Better. Yeah, no further questions. Okay.
Can I cross or?
You know what? I don't see
Can
why
I
not.
say some more?
Yeah, I don't see why. Hey, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna allow.
Yeah, I just kind of wanted to touch at something because I think that the defense is starting to kind of hint at this. I wasn't in custody. This was an appeal. I had
Yeah.
already served the time for this, and I as far as the courts or law enforcement would be considered, I was a free man at that time. So
Okay.
that's all.
Thank you, Mr. Steele. Yeah. Anything further? Or are you guys?
I will say it's interesting to
additional
watch him
questions
represent
from,
himself.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Right. All right. You're good to hop down there, Mr. Steele. Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to call Justice Montag to the stand.
All right.
That's me.
Oh, he's here.
That's him. Look at him.
I don't normally go to this side of the stand. I normally sit where Koch is sitting.
I didn't even know he was here.
Montag.
Hello,
Thank
Supreme
you,
Justice.
Tibbs.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
All right. What do you want to swear on today, Mr. Montag?
Constitution, because I wrote that and I like it.
All righty. Go ahead and raise your left hand. Mr. Montag, do you swear and affirm that the testimony you're about to give today shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, under the pains and penalties of perjury, so help you, the Constitution of the State of San Andreas?
I do.
All right. When is this one in, Your Honor?
Justice.
Hello, Mr. Steele.
Were you presiding over the appeal in question here today?
I was, yeah, your court appeal back on, what was that, like February 7th or 8th?
I believe, yeah, one of those.
Maybe.
And during that appeal, during while the court was in session, did Officer Probencrux force me to put my hands up?
Directly following things being called back into session prior to closing, yes, he indicated he was going to be searching you.
Okay. Do you recall him stating why?
He said something out loud to the effect of having received a photograph of a handoff and wanting to make sure you weren't in possession of anything dangerous at the time.
Okay. Was anyone else in the courtroom searched by this officer?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay. And when a police officer performs a frisk or search or whatever it may be, does that imply that the person being searched is detained?
Generally speaking, yeah, because you would need at least a reasonable suspicion to perform a frisk, which is the same level for a detention, and it's kind of hard for somebody to be free to go while you're rubbing the back of your hand all over them to see what they've got on their person.
Okay. And did you make any comments when he gave that order?
I did. I said that it was going to be completely independent of the proceedings because it was separate of what we were dealing with in our courtroom that day.
Did you feel at the time the search was appropriate?
I did not feel that I was in a position to really judge it because I didn't know what information the officers had.
Okay. Had I made any threatening comments towards you or anything like that?
No, you had actually been very, very polite and respectful that day. A little down in the mud with the objections, maybe, but you and Contralto were always that way.
I miss Contralto. Okay, I have nothing further.
Okay. Pass it over to Rose's team. Any questions?
Your Honor, Supreme Justice, why would an officer frisk someone?
There's a lit.
Shin calls for narrative.
Okay, rebuttal.
Just asking for some of the reasons why an officer would frisk somebody.
Which would be a narrative statement, Your Honor.
You're just restating the question in your rebuttal.
It's regarding why somebody would try and frisk someone in a courtroom, especially, and Justice Montag makes these laws.
Huh?
Know where you're going? As though he's an expert in this area.
Your Honor, considering that Supreme Justice Montag does help establish laws within this state, we would feel that it is reasonable to ask him why an officer would find it reasonable to frisk someone.
Okay.
It's a loose thread.
I will overrule the objection. Okay. Given that foundation. Okay, but keep it within the grounds of the context of the courtroom.
Within the context of the courtroom, I mean, the courtroom's just a location like any other. There's a wide litany of reasons that officers could search people, but I suppose the primary two would be for suspicion of drug-related activity or suspicion of individual being armed and dangerous related to an ongoing crime.
I'm gonna get a cooler angle. Let me see if I can.
Thank you. Are people allowed to bring weapons into the courtroom?
Damn it.
Objection. Scope.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Just opened the scope up, Your Honor.
I don't think that they did.
Supreme Justices are part of the fundamental makings of the laws and rulings of the court. They establish the rules of the court and the safeties, proceedings, and all of the decisions made within here.
I do that.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Kit.
Careful with this one, Kit.
Kit, we do that.
You
do that.
It was open because the justice just said.
But within
weapons
the
in the
scope
courtroom.
for this trial, I don't know if he just answered your question here with regards to why people are frisked entering the courtroom.
Your Honor, we are asking if people are allowed to bring weapons in. Therefore, if they are not,
the question. It's the question: are people allowed to bring weapons into the courtroom? That was the question.
Mayhaps.
yes, Your Honor.
I think if I'm understanding Mr. Steele's objection correctly, that's not necessarily the concern of this case.
I'm having a good time.
An argument that he was unfair.
I feel like I'm just watching Judge Judy with y'all.
So we've already established that why frisking is necessary. So I'm going to go ahead and sustain that objection.
Okay, Your Honor.
Which now that I'm thinking about the structure of Judge Judy, it's way different than
Your
this.
Honor, could I just 1 second ask the peanut gallery behind me to please remain silent? Can you guys please remain silent?
Guys. Please.
Yeah. I love a good, rowdy court audience, but let them focus, guys.
Scope was opened on that last question with his answer.
Go love court.
My loneliness is killing me.
Okay. Let's continue.
Inside the courtroom or outside during court proceedings.
Supreme Justice Montag, how often would you say it gets violent within and outside of the courtroom?
Objection, scope, relevance, compound.
Oop, cat's out of the bag. Check my Twitter, chat. Check my Twitter.
Any more questions?
You'd like to see what we got going on.
Any rebuttal?
That wasn't me falling over, was it? No.
Any...
Rebuttal, Your Honor, is that
The courtroom is naturally known for can be naturally known for being a violent and or aggressive
Can be naturally
place.
known? I
And
don't
so
think that
we are
that's
trying to establish that assault with a deadly weapon, like bringing weapons into the courtroom, is reason. Or just give me one moment, Your Honor.
Yeah, you're okay.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I have been in court multiple times, and it's the only place in the city I've never been attacked.
I feel like, yeah, there's been a lot of gunfire outside of the courtroom.
Yes, Your Honor, that is the reason why we are asking, considering that Mr. Steele here left the courtroom and came back in. There is a potential possibility, as we've said before, frisking him, we were unaware if he brought in a potential weapon or a deadly weapon into the courtroom, making why we are asking this question.
I'd actually like to motion to strike that entire long-winded, incoherent rant. That just came off as testimony to me.
Yeah,
That didn't really have anything to do with my objections.
It did not. I think I do want to just reel back in. I know we're getting carried away here with some distractions behind. Just I will agree there. We'll strike that statement. Let's just focus back in. I know what you're trying to bring the focus in on is why Steele was frisked to begin with. But we've already established here, why frisking occurs at, these, at the courthouse to begin with. Okay. You've already asked that line of questioning. If the point is like why an individual like Jordan Steele would be frisked or anything like that, I'm sure
Like
you get
Jordan?
No, oh, geez.
Oh my God, can he say that?
I accepted that pre-trial motion, Jordan, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
No further
Just
questions, Your Honor.
speaking. But outside of that, I'm gonna have to sustain it because it is really just driving. It seems like you're trying to paint a narrative here.
No further questions. Then.
One more time. I'll post it in Discord announcements as well.
Sidebar.
Say that again?
Can I have a sidebar?
Sure.
Let's just wait for all 6 of Rose's paralegals to get up here.
You.
I'll post it in Discord as well, chat. If Twitter ain't your thing. Also, if you're not in the Discord, come hang out.
I'm just like within his answer.
How have I slid in so far over on the bench? I started out all the way on the left side. I'm just kind of part of a people sandwich right now.
All they had to say was in his answer talked about we frisk for weapons.
It's nice to meet y'all.
Therefore, he opened the scope. It's just so I don't even remember that. I don't remember that night. Like it's been so long. Pissed off at my counsel right now. That was such an easy destruction of the scope objection. Why Rosa? It's like trying not to be a dickhead, but I'm about to be a dickhead.
Oh, she recused herself.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, it's cool.
I'll only this. It's killing me. And I. I really need an MDW. Because I want to look up the fucking frisk law that we have here. Is there one over here? There is. Or MDW. Did I call it MDT? Case laws. Meyer frisk specifically states there's literally a case law for this. But I think this happened before the Meyer frisk came through.
Crystal.
I think the Meyer frisk came after.
It's late.
Well, I'm gonna crisscross. Supreme
it's okay.
Justice Montag.
Hello.
Yes. Is a handoff alone by itself enough to detain a person?
1, 3, 2. No, I would not.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay. Are we good? You guys good?
Roman Crux really just needs to go up there and just say he had the probable cause.
Thank you for coming in. I know.
Yeah,
Gotta get home.
that's normally my
Do
day off.
your
Am I
Wordle
marked
and
for recall? Am I on recall? Or?
You marking? You guys marking him? Any recall marker?
I would if he, because he's an
Doesn't seem
expert
like it.
witness.
You're good.
Hey, all right, okay, all right, perfect. Well, yeah, I mean, y'all have a good court case.
You too.
You Supreme Justice.
Have a good night.
I just realized that Montag is wearing Pee Wee Herman clothes.
What do you got? What do you got next here, Mr. Steele?
I am prepared to wrap up my side. And let me take a look. I don't really think there's anything in evidence. Yeah, I think all of that I can touch on in closing. So I'm gonna go ahead and rest over here, Your Honor.
Okay. Then we'll pass it on over to you guys. Rosa and crew.
Defense would like to call Sergeant Nixon to the stand, please.
All right.
Come on down.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hey, this walk he's got.
And
big tough guy.
I will swear you in.
Wow, wow, wow.
Sergeant Nixon, what do you want to swear on today?
Democracy, sir.
All right, go ahead and raise your left hand for me, sir. Sergeant Nixon, do you swear and affirm that the testimony that you're about to give today shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, under the pains and penalties of perjury, so help you, democracy?
I do.
Witnesses sworn in, Your Honor.
Super Earth. Land of democracy.
Sergeant Nixon, thank you for being here today. I appreciate you immensely. Just a couple of main questions here. So what is your job and rank, sir?
A sergeant with the San Andreas Highway Patrol.
Right. How long have you been a sergeant with the San Andreas Highway Patrol?
Cool camera angle, chat.
Since January, I got Highway Patrol. I think it was February 2nd or something like that.
Do you find yourself in a courtroom a lot, perhaps?
Objection. Calls for narrative. Vague. Relevance.
L
Guess
plus
I am asking
ratio.
Okay, go ahead and rebut.
Not vague, as I am asking him for an acute number of how many times he has found himself in court over his career as a police officer.
Okay.
Can I rebut?
Sure. I think you were, that just to clarify your objection that you were making, I think would be helpful.
Yeah, I don't really see how this is relevant. And also, if Rosa wanted Nixon to be recognized as a
expert witness,
what is it, professional witness of court, she should have entered that on the docket or in her pretrial motions.
Rebuttal.
Rebutthole.
Your Honor,
Somebody
he
else
is an
heard it.
officer of the law. He's been established.
Shut up.
Yeah, I will.
I didn't realize it was that
overrule
close.
The objection. I'm gonna let her go with this one. Obviously, I'm gonna give Rosa some leeway here since she's just starting. Okay. But I understand why you're objecting. We'll see where this goes. Okay.
Johnston.
I understand.
Go ahead, Rosa.
You, sir. Nixon, do you need me to repeat the question?
Yes, please.
In your career as a police officer, how many times have you found yourself in court?
My career, I've been in court dozens of times.
Right. In any of those dozens of times, has anything of violence broken out within the courtroom or surrounding areas?
Oh, I've seen it all. I've seen people attack the judge. I've seen people attack opposing counsel. I've even seen
Objection.
people attack their own lawyer.
Calls for narrative.
Not a narrative. He was stating exactly what he has experienced within his experience as a police officer and his courtroom debuts.
Okay. I'm going to overrule the objection. Just keep it with keep it within specifics, sir.
Yes, Your Honor.
At these court proceedings where violence has occurred, is it normal for you to be able to frisk people coming in and out of the courtrooms?
Well, it depends on the courtroom. Typically, there's courthouse security that handles that. They'll do like a scanning machine when you walk in and make sure you don't have any kind of weaponry or detailed.
Not here.
Security protocols are in place. I can't say that I've seen any in this courthouse, though.
I don't think we have any here either. Going back to the matter at hand, were you at the court proceeding on February the 8th that brings us here today?
I was present at that case, yes.
During the court proceedings at all, did you witness Jordan Steele leave the courtroom?
I did. He left the courtroom, yes.
Okay. Did Jordan Steele go outside of the courthouse completely?
He left right out the doors. Some of us were asking the judge if it was okay, but the judge had already left to go to recess, so we just followed him.
Right? When you followed Jordan Steele outside of the courtroom, what did you see?
Well, one of the fellers he'd been talking to throughout the trial, wearing a yellow high-vis vest, was out there, and they started talking and started handing each other something. I got a real sketchy feeling about it, so I snapped a photograph.
All right. So you were the one that took the photo of Jordan Steele receiving a handoff from another individual.
That is correct, ma'am. I took that photograph.
Thank you, sir. In your professional experience as an officer of the law, with the evidence that you had, was this reasonable suspicion enough to frisk Jordan Steele upon re-entry to the courtroom?
I believe it was, yes. There was some concern that there may be some harm to befall some member of the court, whether the judge in the trial or the counsel or something like that.
Right. Would you yourself have frisked Jordan Steele if if Officer Provencrude had not?
Absolutely.
All right. Do you remember what happened directly after the trial at hand?
Objection. Calls for narrative.
I will rephrase. Did anything in particular happen after the trial concluded that needed your immediate attention?
Objection. Calls for narrative.
Right. Rephrase. Did any violence occur after the trial?
Objection. Relevance.
Jesus Christ.
Extremely relevant.
Their whole defense is that something could have happened during the trial.
Yes, actually. For the frisk.
Also, you know what? I'm going to allow this one, just this one. All right. I want to know because I want to know. I want to know if anything happened after the trial. So I'm going to overrule it, just to get that insight, and we'll go from there. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. Well, I went outside and I saw Jordan Steele talking to the counsel that he was opposing that fateful night, and then shots rang out and the lawyer got shot. Everyone started running.
Where's this at? Where's this accent coming from for Nixon?
Who was the lawyer that got shot?
It was
Objection. Relevance. Has nothing. This literally has nothing. I mean, this has gone so far past what we're here for.
It's fine. No, I'll withdraw. No further questions from me. Any of these? If my
Understood.
co-counsel paralegal might have a question.
No.
Right, no further questions then.
Hello.
Out of there, Mr. Steele.
Can you explain for myself and the courtroom what reasonable suspicion is?
Well, sure. Reasonable suspicion is acting upon your prior experience or training based on any information you might have to conduct an investigation. Think of it like a foot in the door to an investigation.
Could you just repeat that for me? And also for the record.
Repeat it again?
Yep.
Ain't it already
Yes.
on the record?
It's acting upon your training or experiences based on facts and information available at the time to begin an investigation.
Okay. That's an interesting definition.
You.
Do you need to have a belief that a crime has been committed?
Can you repeat the question? Do you have to what?
You need to have a belief that a crime has been or will be committed?
You have to suspect so, yeah.
Okay, so what crime did you suspect had been committed?
You mean had been, is being, or may be committed? Is that what you mean?
Objection, non-responsive.
Sorry, your question is factually wrong. Yeah, I don't have to believe the crime already occurred,
hold on.
Mr.
There's
Steele.
an objection on the floor.
Oh, sorry, Your Honor.
Yeah, it's okay. Allow your counsel to rebut.
You're gonna withdraw. So are you saying that in order to have RS, you don't have to believe a crime has been committed?
No, that's a stupid thing to think.
Okay, fantastic. Great. That sounds good. We'll go ahead and move past that.
Good call.
Yep. So, during this shooting at the courthouse, was I also shot?
I believe you ran a block away and somebody shot you. Yep.
Okay. And did you guys ever get the shooter in custody?
We got the shooter that shot you in custody. Yes.
Okay. And was that the person that handed me anything?
The person that shot you did not hand you anything. No.
Thank you.
Cross your honor. Reed.
Yes, you may.
All right, Sergeant Nixon. Was the person that you saw outside of the courthouse that handed Jordan Steele something the same person that shot him?
No, it was a different person.
All right. As far as, did you have the reasonable suspicion to think that someone had handed Jordan Steele something that should not have been allowed in the courtroom?
I believe reasonable suspicion did exist at the time. Yes.
All right. Were you acting in good faith when you took the picture and sent it to Officer Probe and Crew?
Absolutely.
No further questions.
Can you
Objection,
explain?
he did not ask for a redirect again.
Oh, that's under procedure though. Yeah, it's procedures. Do you want me to ask, Your Honor? Because it's I checked the court
final
procedures.
redirects. That's okay.
Would you mind taking a step back, Mr. Steele? I'm a little concerned how close you are. I mean, I don't know if you've got a weapon. I mean, I don't. Did anyone search you on the way here? Maybe take like one step back.
No way.
Actually, I wanted to touch on that. So can you tell me what items aren't allowed in a courtroom?
You'd have to ask the judge or whoever runs courtroom security. That's not a police matter.
I'm asking you because you just testified to Rosa that there are certain items that aren't allowed.
Objection,
that was your
statement of testimony and question.
That's not true, Your Honor. He said in his own testimony that he had reasonable suspicion to frisk for items that would not be allowed in a courtroom. So I'd like him to clarify what he believes those items are.
Objection still remains.
Sophie, did you have specifically written down what was stated? 1 second.
On her tail there, kid. I'm just gonna let her be.
I'm going to overrule the objection and allow this line of questioning to continue.
Thank you. So can you
Yes, Your
explain to me what items are not allowed in a courtroom?
A firearm should not be entered into the courtroom, for example.
I'm sorry. Legally, which items are not allowed in a courtroom?
Answer that question.
Calls for what?
Objection calls for legal conclusion that Sergeant Nixon does not have to give, as he is not the one that makes the laws within this state.
Well, Your Honor, I mean, their entire defense is that I was detained because they believed I had
I'm surprised they didn't ask this to
So I'm just
Montag.
trying to figure
Why
out
is he trying to ask Nixon?
what items they believe are prohibited inside of a courtroom.
He's asking the
That
wrong
point
guy.
has come across. I will sustain that objection. That point has been made, but the objection is sustained. Excuse me.
I'm surprised.
It was sustained?
Yes.
Okay. So then I'll go back to my previous question. Which items are not allowed in a courtroom?
Objection, that was just the same question as before.
I asked what items legally aren't allowed in a courtroom.
It's the same question minus one word.
move on from this line of questioning. It's he stated a firearm, I believe, and then stated outside of that he's really not sure.
I can move past it.
Your
I understand. I
point
can
has
move on.
been made. I
Gotcha,
understand where
I
you're
gotcha.
going with it.
Sure.
Trust me, I got you.
So, why do you believe this, Nixon?
This is
believe what?
Do you believe firearms aren't allowed in the courtroom?
Well, because then the defendant in a case, if they think they're going to be guilty, might just get out, gun out, and shoot the judge, and then shoot the prosecutor. Maybe shoot themselves.
Like Bud Dwyer. So,
Objection. Misstatement of history. That's not what Bud Dwyer did. Thank you.
yeah, it is. He shot himself.
He shot himself on live television. He did not shoot himself inside of a courtroom.
It was outside of a courtroom.
No, it wasn't. It was inside of a
So-
news studio.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
Doesn't matter. I'll withdraw. It
Shoot
doesn't matter.
himself. It's crazy. Blood going everywhere. I remember that.
That was pretty. That was terrible.
Nice shot, though.
All right. So then,
Jesus Christ.
What did I ask? Okay. Oh, right. So, why do you think this? I mean, is there any law or any legislation that says that people can't have guns in a courtroom?
Objection calls for legal conclusion that the officer is not privy to, considering he is not one that makes the laws within this state.
Privy to these, he's a police officer. Should know the laws.
In this case, it's very different in this line of questioning. I am going to overrule it this time. I think he's going about it in a different way. Because all of what we've set up here is that he is he's a senior law officer, understands the law. That's why he's here. That's why he had the instinct to send this photo to Probe and Crooks. I think this is a fair line of questioning, so I'm going to overrule that objection.
Yes, Your Honor. Well, I believed this because there had been rumors going around the courtroom that Mr. Steele, yourself, might be involved with shooting the judge or maybe a prosecutor. So we were concerned that there might be guns flowing into or out of the courtroom, which led rise to the belief that you may be trying to hand off a gun or receive one. Or
I'm going to object to this under hearsay, Your Honor.
Your question.
I can
Motion
object to
strike
it.
that.
To strike as hearsay.
Okay. Okay, that is noted.
Okay.
We will discount that.
So, did you bother to check and see if I had a weapons license at the time?
Objection relevance.
It's the whole foundation and basis of their search, as far as I can tell from this line of questioning, is that I had a firearm on me. If I had a weapons license, then that would be, extremely relevant.
It was already established that Sergeant Nixon was not the person who frisked Jordan Steele that day.
Nixon said in his own words that he would have done the same thing.
He did not, so it does not matter. It's not relevant.
Yeah, well,
you asked that question.
Save that. I will save that line of questioning, Jordan, for Probe and Crooks once he's up here, as he's marked for calling. I'm going to go ahead and sustain that objection.
Okay, I have nothing further then.
Okay.
Questions for Sergeant Nixon?
Anything? You guys okay?
No other questions from
Perfect. Thank you.
Sergeant Nixon.
All right.
Yes, sorry.
You're
Too
good to
far
sit
away, I'm
down. Any intent to mark him for recall? Are you okay there, Jordan?
Recall? No, no recall.
You are free.
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate you giving me the
Absolutely.
direction. I will now step down because some of us respectfully wait for the judge to tell us when to step down.
There you go.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Nixon. I appreciate you.
All right. You may call your next witness.
Your Honor, we would like to call Senior Officer Probe and Crew to the stand, please.
Why did she say it like that? There's got to be a reason.
Probe and Crew? You say Probe and Crew.
Mr. Probe and Crew, what do you want to swear on today?
Wise guy.
All right, go ahead and raise your left hand for me. Officer Probe and Crux, do you solemnly swear and affirm that the testimony you're about to give today shall be the truth?
The whole truth.
And nothing but the truth. Under the pains and penalties of perjury. So help you, the wise guy. Speak louder.
I do.
Witnesses sworn
I love
in.
the camera,
Your
dude.
honor.
I love it so much.
Thank you. All right, Probe and Crew. Standard questions, which I'm sure you're used to at this point. It's your job and your rank for us, please.
I'm a police officer.
This is why I also enjoy court. I can't do this on a crime scene as a cop.
Jasper Probe and Crux the 15th.
Right. How long have you been a police officer, sir?
Since we came out of the hole from all the electricity shit and bad
That's an awful long
radiation
time, man.
and shit.
What you were doing on the date of February 8th, which has brought us here today.
Action calls for narrative.
I will rephrase. Remember what you were doing in court on February 8th.
Objection. Still calls for narrative.
Were you in court on February 8th?
Your Honor, could you please rule on my...
Yeah, I know what... we know where he was.
All right, that's fine. Withdraw. So, for said court case on February 8th, who was the defendant?
It was an appeal. All I know is that appeals are weird. It was an appeal. That's all I know.
Who was the defendant for the appeal?
Objection, asked and answered.
Not answer.
Was asked
One
and
more
answered.
time, Rosa.
I asked him who was the defendant for the appeal. If he answered, I did not hear him.
That's bullshit. It was asked and answered, Your Honor. If she didn't hear, then she just needs to, I guess, lock it in.
Again, with my objection from sidebar.
Understood. Yeah, please refrain from personal jabs as much as possible.
Oh,
We're all locked in.
Yep. I know.
For just to keep this moving along, go ahead and state if you recall who the individuals involved in that case were, Jasper.
It's PD versus Jordan Steele.
Jordan would be the defendant.
Thank you, sir. Present for the entirety of the court case.
Best of my knowledge, I was there for the whole thing.
At any time did Mr. Steele leave the courtroom?
Yes.
Okay. Did you hear Mr. Steele say why he was leaving the courtroom?
Oh.
Okay. When Mr. Steele left the courtroom, what did you do?
Can you ask that one more time? I'm sure.
Objection.
What did he do or what did I do?
Calls for narrative. Narrative.
There's an objection on the floor. Rosa, if I'm correct, your question was when he left the courtroom, what did he do? There's an objection to narrative. You have a rebuttal.
I do. It's like actually the question that I asked when Mr. Steele left the courtroom. What did you do? I asked Probe and Crew directly what he did.
Oh, what Probe and Crew did?
Yes.
Okay. Still, objection still stands.
Yes.
Okay. Given
Your Honor, my answer's not very long.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and overrule the objection. Make it short and sweet.
Stayed in the courtroom.
All right.
Excuse me.
At any time. Okay. 1 second. Sorry. Was Sergeant Nixon there in the courtroom with you at the time?
No.
Do you know where Sergeant Nixon went?
I don't know where he went.
All right. Okay. On the docket filing, you will see that there is a photo of a handoff between Jordan Steele and another
Objection. Counselor's testifying.
testifying. I'm asking a question if he is able to see the picture on the docket filing.
Okay. You rephrased. Do you want to ask that question like that?
Sure. Mr. Probe Crew,
Okay.
are you able to see the photo on the docket filing?
Yes, I could bring it up.
All right. Would you please do so for me?
I will allow that. Go ahead and pull it up.
Why don't you just bang it up onto the big screen right there, brother?
I could bang it up there.
You could do that too, yes.
Gonna bang it up.
Sophia, can you bang it up there?
Good judge.
Send it to you.
Sir.
I'll bang it up there. Joey's gonna bang it up there.
Why? Why is he saying it like that? Why does he keep saying bang it up? He's like, I'm hip.
It's just a blank screen for me, so it's showing up for anybody else.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Because it's an old style link. Give me a second.
Oh, that's fine.
Matt, don't
We gotta update the old TV's firmware here. My grandkids say.
Come on. Bang it up. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, there. I can see the screen, though.
Oh my goodness. The
Yeah, you see?
humanity.
Guys, everyone sees that?
He banged it up there.
Thank you. Officer Probe and Crew, do you remember seeing this picture previous to today?
I do.
All right. Where did you see it?
A text message that I received from Nixon.
Did Sergeant Nixon send you anything else after the photo?
Objection. Vague. Calls for narrative.
I'll withdraw. What did you do when you received this photo?
Objection. Actually, you know what? I'll withdraw.
Okay.
Called Sergeant Nixon.
What did Sergeant Nixon tell you?
To the best of my knowledge, that there was some threats made. The safety was in danger. Just something along the lines of.
Objection.
You know, there was something going
Not
on.
in evidence.
Hey, there's an objection.
Something that I
Facts
need.
not in evidence.
Hold on, Probe.
If this was a text message, the defense easily could have added this into evidence.
Rebuttal. The picture that was sent is direct evidence that was entered into the docket. What Senior Officer Probe and Crew is testifying to now is what he was told directly from Sergeant Nixon over the phone and to why the text message was sent to him.
I think,
That's the case, Your Honor. If Probe and Crux wouldn't mind clarifying, because I was under the impression he was texted that.
I called Nixon before. After I got the picture, is what I said. Been up.
To be clear, you received this photo through text, and then you had a conversation with him on the phone.
I called him quick.
Okay, but this is all you communicated about the handoff. Was this picture that there was no further communication?
Oh, it was just just be aware, be careful.
Okay.
That's really what the call was about.
If that's the case, then, Your Honor, then I'll object to hearsay. If someone reported threats to the police officers, that would need to be something that would be examined here and questioned in the courtroom today.
Well, that was being testified to, but you tried to object to it?
I'm still objecting to it under hearsay. If somebody called the police and said that there was a credible threat, then, that's something that I would need to have a
And this is something that was told to me.
I'm
so
sorry, I'm
I-
talking to
I-
the judge. I'm sorry.
Hold on,
I'm talking to
Public.
the judge.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, I hear you there, Jordan. Rosa, any thoughts on this?
I can't tell if you're making a W or if
Yes.
it's just two V's,
Seeing
but
that the officers were part of the court case going on
Whatham.
at the time, and the defendant went outside.
Whatham
was handed
/ Vadim.
something,
Thanks for following.
I would figure it would be only natural for them to communicate within each other. This is not hearsay, considering Nixon stated on standard, yes, there was a handoff that had been made. The story corroborates well enough.
Okay,
I think we're talking about the threats.
Yeah, I think what I understand Jordan stating is it's adding an additional layer to why the photo was sent. It was sent. There was threats being made to individuals inside the courtroom, is what was being stated. That's why perhaps the frisk was being why the frisk occurred. So which is why he's making this objection to this statement. I'm going to go ahead and sustain his objection on the grounds of hearsay, and we'll continue with your line of questioning.
When you received this photo, conversation with Nixon on the phone, did you feel any suspicion whatsoever?
The conversation, just to clarify, was after I had the conversation
Objection,
with
confusing.
Nixon.
Okay.
Your Honor, if I can't get clarification from my own attorney, I don't know how
That's,
to
No, I understand. So
objecting, Probing
when there's an objection, we're going to try to give a little bit of a pause here so she can interject and then do her best to provide some clarification. Okay. So the objection is, confusing, vague. Go ahead, Rosa.
Don't understand how he feels that it is confusing and vague when Probe and Crew was getting ready to answer the question as it stood. He understood it perfectly.
He was asking you to clarify.
He was stating that he was going to clarify what was on the phone, what was said on the phone.
Yeah, so just to be clear, my objection is just confusing. The witness
questioning being confusing.
Yes.
If you would let me
were you
actually
confused there,
clarify.
Bourbon?
No, I just want to know the chronological order of what she's asking.
Yeah, go ahead, re-ask the question.
Oh my
and then
God.
We'll continue.
This is getting actually a little wacky.
That's fine. I will reword. After the phone call and after receiving the photograph of the handoff, did you feel like you needed to prepare for people's safety within the courtroom? What was that I did not hear?
Yes.
Right. What was it that you were suspicious of?
Suspicious of any dangerous item that could have came into the courtroom.
All right. Does reasonable suspicion give you the validity to frisk someone in the courtroom?
Yes.
Did you only frisk Jordan Steele?
Yes.
Did you find anything on Jordan Steele when you frisked?
No.
Did you search Jordan Steele?
No.
Did you make any movement after the frisk to charge him with anything else.
Objection.
Or just charge him with
Relevance.
anything at all. I'm sorry.
Objection. Relevance. We're
Fine,
not.
I'll withdraw.
Okay.
Fine, I'll withdraw.
Yep. Understood.
Good question. Second, Your Honor. No, we're good. We're actually good. No questions from. No more questions from me.
All right, you're up.
Hey, Probe and Crux, what is reasonable suspicion?
It's whenever you use an officer's experience to determine whether or not being committed, about to be committed, or has already been committed.
Okay. What led you to believe that you had reasonable suspicion for this?
So a couple of things. This handoff being one of them.
So,
The fact that we are-
anytime a person hands me
He's not
something,
letting
will
the-
I be frisked? No?
I can't continue to. I actually was answering the question, Your Honor, and I got cut off. I don't know what to do here.
Yep.
No, that's okay. Were you finishing a statement? Did you have something to finish?
I got cut off.
Okay, so I think the questions were, he asked you for your definition of RS. You provided to him.
Why he thought he had reasonable suspicion here.
Yep. Then to search, and then it went to. I think maybe that was the question where you got caught off.
Yeah, I was in the middle of. I was in the middle of answer, and then he asked me.
I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, because you cut me off. So.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't hear that I thought you just said that the handoff. So please continue. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so the reasonable
He's
suspicion.
gonna try and piss him off.
Handoff.
That's what he's doing.
Coupled with the fact that we were in a courtroom.
Oh, shit!
And security in the courtroom needs to be had as well.
Okay. So do you believe that you can frisk anyone in a courtroom at any time?
Not unless there is a factor that would lead me to believe that someone may have introduced something that's not supposed to be there.
Okay. And do you believe me being handed something? What was that factor?
You being handed something and coming into the courtroom were the factors, yes.
Okay. So if anyone is handed something and then walks into a courtroom, do you legally have the right to detain them?
For a simple check to make sure nothing is dangerous. Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Is it a crime to be handed something?
It's a crime to introduce things that can put the safety of the people within the courtroom at risk.
Okay. Are weapons legally allowed in courtrooms?
Ask the question one more time.
Are weapons legally allowed in courtrooms?
Objection calls for legal speculation.
Can I, yeah, so do I have to rebut to this, Your Honor?
So you don't. I'm going to overrule. I don't think it's calling for a legal conclusion. He is the individual who frisked Mr. Steele for the reason of he thought something suspicious was coming into court. I want to hear it, why, on what grounds, as an officer of the law, he was enforcing that. I want to hear the answer to that. I'm going to overrule that objection. I know where
Fair enough.
Jordan's going. I don't think there's any particular call for an actual conclusion on the law here.
So just one more time, Jordan, ask your question. I'll answer it directly.
Sure. Are weapons legally allowed in courtrooms?
Well,
Did you answer? I didn't hear.
I said no.
Why do you think that?
Because it can pose a risk to the people inside.
I'm sorry. Where? But I'm talking legally. Have you read that in law, or is this just your belief?
Are you asking me to come to a legal conclusion?
I'm asking you, do you know this to be true legally, or is this just your belief?
Objection. He's argumentative.
Yes, I am. This witness has been hostile throughout his entire line of questioning. He's talked several times during my objections. He's inherently hostile, Your Honor.
Yeah, go ahead, Rosa.
Being that this is the second time we've been in court with these two, I do believe that Probe and Crew is actually quite calm today in comparison and is not hostile in any way, shape, or form.
I like to think
That's
it's
true.
because
I
I'm
haven't
wearing
even been
pink.
illegally searched today. Hey, Rosa.
Oh, I almost laughed out loud. That. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Fuck
Give
was
me
that?
a second here. I want to just respond. There's no call for a legal conclusion. You're up here because you're a police officer. He's asking you, as a police officer, do you think, like, if someone brought a gun into the court, is that illegal or not?
We're past that.
That's the question that's how, as a judge, that's how I'm perceiving it. Okay.
We're past that. He said
as
no.
a reasonable officer, I think it's reasonable to not allow guns into the courtroom for people's safety.
Now, do you have to operate within the confines of the law?
Yes.
Most cases, yes, you have to operate within the confines of the law.
You say in most cases?
Yes. As an officer, we come into many situations where we have to use our best judgment.
Okay. I guess I'll just cut to it. What law says that you can't have a gun in the courtroom?
There is no law, but as a reasonable officer who is trying to protect the safety of the individuals inside that courtroom, allowing a gun into the courtroom by the defendant is probably not reasonable.
Okay, so in order to have reasonable suspicion, do you have to believe that a crime has been or will be committed?
Yes.
Yes.
Did you have that?
Yes.
Yes, I did.
He had to believe that you're bringing a gun in to commit a crime.
Been committed, or will have been committed.
He did.
Assault with a deadly, bringing in a gun, brandishing that gun.
So why did you believe assault with a deadly would be committed?
Weapon, excuse me. Bringing in a weapon, excuse me.
So you thought the crime was that I had a weapon?
No.
Yes, that you brought a weapon into the courthouse.
That's not the crime.
Is it a crime for me to have a weapon?
Not necessarily.
Okay. Is it a crime for me to bring a weapon into a courthouse?
Not necessarily.
Oh, then I'll ask you again, what crime did you believe had been or would have been committed?
Brandishing a firearm, attempted murder of a government employee. Shit like that.
Sustain that. We got the answer. He has assumed assault was going to happen.
Okay.
There you go. Hi, Star.
Could you read the definition of assault for us?
I believe the judges can evaluate that themselves, man.
Yeah.
Damn.
I do know that. No need to read the definition. I again know what you're inferring, Jordan.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, I think I've gotten there. Thank you.
God damn.
Would you? It's open for cross if you would like, or recross. Excuse me.
I think I might have one more, one or two maybe. It's a proper group. In your dealings of Mr. Steele on the streets, feel that it was necessary.
Objection, relevance.
Well, Steele decided he was going to open the scope for the reason why Probe and Crew decided to frisk him, and the reasons why, because of violence. I get to ask whatever I like on that level.
Yeah, it is going to be overruled there, Mr. Steele.
All right,
Continue.
Mr. Probe and Crew. Thank you, George. Cedar Officer Probe and Crew. How many times have you been on a scene of a crime where there has been a violent activity involving Mr. Steele?
Been a few instances where Mr. Steele shot people.
Right. Did these happen to happen before the case on February 8th?
Cheeto.
There was only one that I can think of off the top of my head.
Experience with Jordan has been sometimes violent. Is this the reason why you decided to frisk him that day?
Objection, counselor testified.
Testifying, asking a simple yes or no question. Hear you, Judge. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. I stopped while I pondered. I'm actually going to sustain, but ask that you just solely that you rephrase it into a question. Because I think you intended a yes or no question.
Oh, that's fair. I'll rephrase. Mr. Probe Crew, your previous history with Jordan Steele, the reason you chose to frisk him.
Objection, facts not in evidence. Probin Crux has never charged me with anything relating to any violent crimes.
That is not what we had. That is not what we had established, or what we had been going back and forth about for the last 4 or 5 questions. Nowhere did I ask has he ever charged him with anything. All I asked is if he has ever been on scenes with him being violent.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that if they wanted to establish some sort of pattern of violence with me, that should have been done and produced through police reports, witness statements, anything. It's not in evidence, Your Honor.
You open the scope.
Yeah, I'm going to overrule it here. I'm overruling it here. Please continue.
You're not.
Ask your question again, please.
Yeah. Is your previous history with Mr. Steele on violent scenes the reason you frisked him at the courthouse?
No, not from previous history.
All right. So why did continue if you wanted to continue?
Are you laughing at the cat? That is a very serious cat.
I frisked him based off of the factors that were presented to me that day.
Okay. So frisked him off of something that had absolutely nothing to do with your history whatsoever.
Just based solely off of what was happening that day.
All right, good. Stating this, you did not maliciously for any reason.
Objection, leading.
Any rebuttal? My gut wants to sustain that so hard. I'll allow you to rebut.
Just establishing a pattern to rebut to his previous overrulment of this being a targeted attack, which it was not.
Yeah, I'm gonna sustain it. It's unless you want to rephrase.
Fine. You know what? No, I think one more. If it was not Jordan Steele in the courtroom that day, would you still have frisked someone?
Objection. Speculation.
Not speculate. Well, it's not necessarily speculation.
Literally a
But
hypothetical
let me rephrase.
situation.
Let me rephrase. Matter that it was Jordan Steele that had a handoff that day.
Oh, you cut out as you spoke.
Speculation.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't even hear the question, but I'll let you guys sort that out and I'll hear it again.
Sorry, Rosa, did you? It's objection to speculation. Rosa, are you rephrasing?
I'll withdraw. It's fine.
Okay, ask the question again because you cut out.
That. Does it matter that it was Jordan Steele that day?
No.
Getting a handoff? No. Thank you. No further questions.
Okay.
I have no redirect.
Okay. All right.
Cheeto.
Obviously, is this your last witness? Defense?
Yeah. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
We have no further questions.
Do you have any intent to mark him for recall, which should be immediately now?
No intent for recall. Defense rest.
Okay. Jordan.
This was what, 2 hours?
Sorry, what was that, Your Honor?
Would you like to recall him as your own witness?
Your Honor, I'm actually the prosecution here.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Did I call you something else right
I
there?
rested, Your Honor.
Oh, you already did.
Yeah, he
Okay.
rested.
I did not hear that. I apologize.
Yep.
Thank you for clarifying.
That's no big deal.
All right. I guess let's move towards closing if that works for you guys.
Defense would like to ask for a quick 10 to 12, just because there's been a lot of food and water took during this proceeding.
Oh, probate crux. Frisk him.
Leave the courtroom.
Leave the courtroom and present me something that shows that they've been exchanging something with someone.
Okay, great. Can you please call this into recess?
Yeah, well, yeah, we're gonna go into a brief 10-minute recess here to allow
hand me something
prep
outside.
for a closing.
Your Honor,
Look at these two, huh?
stating-
Look at these two, huh? What
Do
the
it again.
fuck?
Like, I can do it again.
Stay here, probably.
Here, JP. Come here, JP.
Who the fuck made that picture?
Be careful, you're gonna fall.
Thanks for that, man. They're gonna make this whole thing a lot easier.
Yes, what's up? Who the fuck made this? I will arrest
Not
them.
engaged, probe and crew.
You're really on that shit right now? Consenting to this frisk, man?
I'm not.
Okay. You just gonna go around? Goes in. We going around too, homie?
I'm not consenting to this frisk.
Turn to your side of the bench.
I'm not gonna fucking kill the
Why not?
judges that are there.
Why-
Because they're
why-
about to roll on this shit.
You just did it.
I want to see what they come up with.
You thought you're so confident you can do it. Why not?
Please stop baiting and return to your side of the
Let's see,
courtroom,
bro.
please.
See how the way this plays out, homie.
I thought you could do this.
Can. I absolutely can, but I want to see what they come up with.
Well, if you think you can do it.
Come to your side of the courtroom immediately.
Leave him there.
Please
Let
stop
him
beating
keep
our
his hands
client.
up.
I'm gonna do
His
that.
hands.
Your
I'm
dad would have
requesting
baited
nicely
into
to
a
please
tissue
move
so
to
you
the
weren't
other
fucking
side
here.
of the room.
Combat, just stop. Do not engage.
Rise out of me, boy. Rise out of me, boy. Rise out of shit, boy.
Like, what the
South.
fuck? Zuckerberg looking ass.
Yo, boy.
How do you know about the fields?
About them fields.
Told you about the fields.
Oh God.
Your ass working from sun up to sundown, boy.
Huh? Lot that's missing.
The circumstances are clearly different.
Oh.
Wait, Tommy doesn't give a fuck about a lot of, or doesn't give a fuck about how he talks to people.
Isn't Jinxie cute, Probe and Crew?
I don't even know. Is there a cat around me?
No, up by the
I've been paying attention.
bench. It's Jinxie. It's like her, I think.
Stress relief.
Right?
Wait,
Wouldn't it be
I
nice? Like,
can't
just
get
sit
rid
here
of
and
that.
pet her?
I cancel this. Hang on, how do I cancel this?
Cool though.
I want to make sure that this is the picture.
Out of respect.
All right, it is.
Are you a co-driver? Are you a co-driver?
Is that Dom in front of me?
Zuckerberg looking ass.
That's not Dominic. Yeah, yeah. Where the hell? Been in court for exactly like Dominic, and Dominic also wrote it down. Listen, if I'm gonna become a lawyer, the best place to figure that out is to sit here and court all this.
Court stuff.
I guess he wasn't that hungry.
Any around? Oh shit. That's what I was trying to figure out. It's probably just weird. Yeah, probably should.
I just go get in uniform and I come back and I lean right here. I'm like, okay, we want to keep doing the whole harassment thing or what, dude? Actually, I don't know if that's your harassment. But I could tell who took it. Whoever took it is sitting right, standing right here. Why the fuck did I get that? Put that up anyways. Oh man. Fuck man, I had a whole pizza. Why am I still hungry? Tommy does not look like Mark Zuckerberg. God damn it. I will not let this become the new narrative. No. So for those of you who don't know, I'm out here just watching a court case. Cause I just wanted a chill night tonight. Watching this court case, and right now the case is put into recess. Cause everybody's tidying up their closing arguments. Then after they give their closing arguments, the judge will go back and deliberate. And then they'll come out and give their verdict. I just knew that watching this would be funny during the conversations and everything. Let's see.
Yeah, give me a second. Don't go too fast. So you hit on the things that need to be hit on. This, and I know you can nail it.
What is this? Attila. So not Alta, like the street. Burger, food truck open in your park. Nice. ICU can't hold me forever.
What you have here is very good. Crew, come here.
I guess I can play music though. I kind of want food, but I don't know if I should eat. Just kind of like maybe I didn't really eat anything today. That's the problem.
That's not how that works. Already on her profile, so they have to either drop the charge or move on.
I can rate it.
No, I'm a police officer.
So you're not the judge.
It doesn't matter. They already charged her with something, and then someone changed the charges. It's up to you if you want to just want them to change the charge and have it go through that way.
Food, 6 drinks,
It's not the
2
correct
snackies
process,
from
but
the
still.
Those are delicious.
So, do we want this?
We do want summary.
Wonder who made it though, because now I just want to make a picture and return.
Awesome.
And also set precedent.
Yeah.
And we don't have to deal with other bullshit. So.
Can cops? No, we don't have bar licenses. So I guess cops, unlike No Pixel, with their honorary bar licenses, we can't just file shit on the docket, huh?
It is kind of a big deal. It's what we This is really like it's kind of like filling a hole in the.
Please confirm. Even during these 10-minute recesses, we cannot let go.
If she chooses to do a summary, that's on her end, but don't motion the summary.
You guys should know.
She motioned it 2 days ago.
She does not like me because of a single incident, so she may not. I don't know. Like, yeah. I don't know. She just may not like me.
You know, like anyone, and then she'll step to giving them something anyways.
But she's big into the parking stuff, so.
Yeah, that's fine.
And next song. Jesus Christ.
Sure. My recommend.
I'm in the DDA.
See him. Take it to court and make him actually argue why it was intentional, rather than having him offer a plea deal to make it lower. Summer believes that she wasn't actually offering any information and that there was no. The information that was offered was not. I don't like. That charge is going to be so quickly added. It's like basically you don't answer to police, you get charged with misdemeanor obstruction. Misdemeanor obstruction should be in the commission of another crime. You accidentally obstruct another. Like if you're speeding, I'm going 70 and a 30.
Law against this shit, right? Don't have state law against this shit already.
I don't know what you mean.
Sorry, case law.
About obstruction?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Soon?
State v. Finch.
What is it specifically?
Basically, this court finds that absent separate legal justification to a citizen of the state is under a duty to comply with precautions posed by law enforcement. And legal justification can include being requested to identify oneself while under detainment or arrest, or requirement to comply with lawful orders to respond to a detention. This court will not impose a duty of any citizen of the state to comply with citizens posed during an investigation to absent a clearly proven exigence, i.e. an imminent threat to life.
Correct. And it's not what Summer did. Did she probably mislead them? Yeah, but they don't have any proof.
Why was John Cena naked at the Oscars, chat? Why is that being sent to why is that also being sent to me?
Basically, kind of started, kind of stopped, but not really, because they kind of just like approached somebody to
Are you okay, Jinxie? Oh.
Because unless you have a legal reason to detain it, like you can request ID when you detain somebody.
Bing bong.
Do an investigation.
I'm just sitting here all nicely. What are they talking about up there?
Alone.
Yo, what's up? How you doing? Keep going.
Hey, you guys ready to do the close thing? You closing?
I'm ready.
Your Honor.
Closing time.
Yes, Your Honor.
Right. Steele, what you got for me?
Alrighty. Your Honor, and most importantly, the people of the courtroom today, because this ruling will mostly affect you. You see, I'm talking to you guys because the judges already know this, and frankly, the police officers should as well. Officers are given powers by the state to conduct their lawful duties. One of those powers is the ability to detain and frisk people. But in order to do so, they must have something called reasonable suspicion. Is handing someone something enough to detain and frisk them? This tow truck driver says, no, it's not. If it was, how could the noble food truck drivers conduct business? How could
God damn it.
a loving father and mother hug their children without their child being brutally detained and assaulted by police officers? They could not. If that was the case, when the brave Native Americans first met the Pilgrims and handed them corn and those little croissant-looking things full of fruit, police officers would have came from the sky and arrested everyone, and America would not be here today. This is such a blatant rights violation that I had a hard time writing this closing. The defense would have you believe that I oppose some sort of threat. But Justice Montag said himself that I was actually being quite pleasant that day. He also said he didn't see any reason for the detainment. And if the person running the courtroom didn't think so, why would anyone else? Nothing submitted into evidence suggests any crime may have been committed. It's legal for me to have a gun. It was at the time. It is today. I have a weapons license.
God damn
And
it.
even if I had one, which, to be clear, I did not. I was not in police custody and no threats were being made. Right? So I could have had that gun. Because there's no laws or anything saying that people cannot have weapons in the courtroom. In fact, I would bet my entire bank account right now that Rosa and her paralegals have weapons on them. Any one of you want to take me up on that bet?
Touch me right now. Touch me.
Go ahead, Probe and Crooks.
Yeah, come here.
I was just searched by Officer Probe and Crew.
Go ahead.
Yeah, come search me. Do I have weapons on me?
He's doing it again.
Oh. No, she gave me permission though.
You have permission.
Yeah.
Well,
no, they don't have weapons on them, man.
What about this guy?
Which guy?
Search me.
Search this guy.
What's his name?
No, he has
Good.
root beer on him.
Her.
Who?
Well, see, the thing is, folks, we don't know if that's true. Because Probe and Crux cannot be trusted.
What?
Do not know. But the fact is, even if they did have a weapon on them, there is nothing in law, no laws, nothing in any sort of constitution or legislation that says that
Same cat,
they
maybe.
can't have a gun on them. It just doesn't exist.
Hooker.
You also can't go around and
Hey,
just
Steve.
search
Thanks for the
people
sub, man. Brand new tier 1.
because you think
Goddamn.
they might have a gun on them. That would be insane. The fact is,
Jordan,
Probe Crux
thanks
was
you.
upset the court case wasn't going his way. And he abused his power to try to catch me in some sort of gotcha moment. Your Honor, do not let this blatant rights violation stand.
Oh,
Cops need to
God,
be
he's so
held
wrinkly.
accountable when they abuse the power
Hey, dive
given
again
to them
soon?
by this very
Yeah,
court.
we do.
God bless America.
Thank you. Thank you, counsel.
Thank you.
All right, Rosa and crew.
So, Your Honor, may I approach the well?
Always.
Yeah. Your Honor and esteemed members of the court, in closing, I urge you to consider the fundamental principles of law enforcement and public safety that guided Officer Probe and Crux's actions on the day in question. The frisk conducted by Officer Probe and Crux was not a hasty or arbitrary intrusion into Jordan Steele's privacy, but rather a prudent and necessary measure taken to uphold the sanctity of the courtroom and ensure the safety of all present. The evidence before us, including the photo captured by Sergeant Nixon, unequivocally establishes
What is blocking?
reasonable suspicion
How am I
for the
getting out of
frisk.
sight?
This exchange was observed by Sergeant Nixon. raised legitimate concerns regarding the potential presence of a weapon being brought into a secure
Now the
government
screen's wet.
building. A concern that Officer Probencrux was duty-bound to address. Furthermore, it is essential to recognize the context in which this incident occurred. The courtroom is a space where the rule of law reigns supreme, and any threat to its integrity cannot be taken lightly. Officer Probencrux's actions were driven by a sincere commitment to maintaining order and upholding the principles of justice. Your Honor, in rendering your verdict, I implore you to consider the broader implications of this case. To rule against the legality of Officer Probencrux's frisk would be to undermine the authority of law enforcement officers to take necessary and proportionate action in face of potential threats to public safety while in a government building. The law is clear. When faced with reasonable suspicion, law enforcement officers are empowered to take necessary and proportionate action to mitigate potential harm. Many times there have been others who have attempted or used weapons during court proceedings.
I'm trying to get
due
them to let
not
me
being
play a deer
frisked,
that runs
which
in the middle of the
honestly,
highway.
This should be something done anytime anyone comes
front of
into
players'
the courthouse
cars.
for the people's protection. Article 4 in our Bill of Rights, while safeguarding individual liberties, also recognizes the paramount importance of public safety and security. Our government facilities, the courtrooms, hospitals, and the DMV need protections to prevent people from being able to bring weapons into a highly public place. If an officer believes that someone is infringing on the rights for people to be safe in these areas by bringing a weapon, then they should have the right to frisk them to preserve the peace. In conclusion, the evidence presented in this case overwhelmingly supports the legality and necessity of Officer Probencrux's frisk.
You guys
I
are ready for
trust
this
that you
camera
will
move
weigh
coming
the
up?
facts with diligence and impartiality and ultimately uphold the integrity of our legal system by affirming the validity of Officer Probencrux's actions. Thank you, Your Honor, for your time and attention to this matter.
Can I have a sidebar?
Yeah, we're gonna call this into recess. But I'll have a brief sidebar before I go back.
Who did
Run
this?
an AI check on their closing statement.
No, Jordan.
I swear to God, that was written by
You
that
just got
was
boomed,
AI.
homie.
Yeah, you just got dunked on.
You just had to save that, didn't you?
I swear to God, that was AI.
There are some
Nope.
people that can actually
Writing
write
it.
shit.
Then
Yeah,
how
we've
come
been
no one
writing it
sounded
through-
like that during this entire court case?
She never spoke.
Because Salty never got up to speak.
Why not?
The water.
Because you
just-
requested
Help!
not.
Yep. Help!
But
Alright,
you guys,
because
but then you
Mr.
guys
O'Leary forgot to
Help!
do it. Eeny, meeny, mony, moe, catch a tiger by the tail.
email me that
All
over
right,
and I'll run a
Rexford,
check.
you're in charge of the courtroom.
Just email it over. I'll run a check on
We
that.
were literally writing it this
Go
entire
ahead, yeah,
time.
go ahead. Email it over. I'll run a check on it myself.
Cheeto. Can somebody change the fucking picture before I go clock in and arrest them?
Good closing.
Yes, that's my character. I'm off duty. And they said fuck me in particular. Zuckerberg looking ass. I'd hope somebody sentence me to hanging before I look anything like Mark Zuckerberg. Yep. My name's Wayne. Wayne Colbert. Yep. That's me. Big Wayne. They call me Big Wayne. The Big Colbert. Who else do I recognize? Here we got Pro Trucks, Rosa's there. Is this Banana Duck? hair is insane. What do we got? Oh, Mickey. Mayor Mickey. Let's see. The guy who wrote Edamame's here. Kyle Pred, but in 3.0. Jordan. Let's see. Who else is here? Tiberius Swinghammer. Or Rexford Kane. Or Vincent Gray. Or if I keep looking around, I might find someone else that also looks like them. Oh. Secret huddle. Just waiting for deliberation. Oh God. The toe person that was freaking me out. Wait. You prefer secret tunnels through the mountains yourself instead of secret huddles? Secret huddle.
This guy just got handed something.
I handed her.
Own violent gang.
Robin Crooks.
You can search me.
Own violent gang.
Search me.
That's actually rude.
You're getting consent. I consent.
I'm sure Probin Crooks actually does want to search me.
Why am I certain you giving me?
Because I have a jacket on. You can search me if you want. Flashlight and
Why are people doing this?
Interesting that everyone I've looked at does not have a gun in it.
I don't have a gun license, so I would never have a gun.
You have a gun?
You search me.
Okay. Is everybody just cool to be searched now? Okay.
Weirdly enough, actually not that normal to bring a gun to a courthouse.
Yeah. Sure somebody will.
No, I'm an off-duty cop. You want to refer me to the fucking picture?
Where did Talia go? Let me go find her.
See, how long is the deliberation process usually? Sorry to bump you.
I wonder what's gonna happen.
Usually take a while, you think?
It depends. Yeah, sometimes longer for the longer cases. It'll probably be 15 minutes at least, 15 or 20 probably.
Let's see. Who am I going up against in this Mario Party tournament? Surveillance, Labatt, Chili Flaky. Okay. Who do these folks play? Surveillance be playing. Oh, they do iRacing though. Very cool. Scott Riley. Oh, let's see who else we got here. Labatt. They play Rodney God. Okay. We know Rodney. And then Chili Flaky. Play burner. Who's burner?
Stop that! Stop that! In. What an asshole.
Mario Party tournament should be fun. You know what? Has my Switch actually been charging? Hang on. Or is it dead? This shit probably dead.
Need something, Mr.
Hell yeah, it's dead. Woof woof!
On the bench.
Fucking dead to my ass, bruh. Will this
I
charge
lost
it?
my damn contact. Sorry, was I behind the bench?
Yeah, that ain't charging it. Shit.
Sorry, yeah, sorry, was I behind the bench? Sorry, I lost my goddamn contact. Where am I? Can you guide me to where I was standing when I was giving my closing? Watch out, just watch where you step, watch where you step.
Hold on a minute. Let me just get out of the middle.
Sorry, Humphrey.
Could you just see if excuse me, sir. Sir, excuse me.
These goddamn pictures. Everywhere I go. Oh, if I keep my camera right here, I don't have to see them anymore. I keep my camera right here. Oh, whose phone's ringing? Oh, fuck! Get a little bit of wiggle room here. I can put my camera like right here. Why am I always so hungry? I hate this. I have not been a growing young man for many years. Yeah, I'm just out here just like, yo, put food in my belly. I always wonder, like, if your mind and your body think they need to be heavier or lighter, for some people, and so that and like messes with their appetite. If it's like a psychology thing. I don't fucking know. All I know is that I'm trying not to eat because I literally at the start of this trial had an entire deep dish pizza all to myself. I was like, is my power supply that I ordered, is that coming in tomorrow? Like actually or no? It said estimated. Let me see if it's shipped. Or it still says tomorrow or not. Is then I get to spend tomorrow? Yeah, I'm gonna just be nervous all day tomorrow. It's just gonna be my day tomorrow. All right, yeah, it says it's gonna be here tomorrow. I'm just gonna be nervous and wondering if more shit's broken or not.
Let's check on my truck.
Sean is the only one who can hand out. The mayor is the only one who can hand out vendor licenses, correct? Or at least the mayoral cabinet.
Okay.
All DMV clerks can as well.
Oh, we can.
Just need to have a business license.
Oh, they need to have a business license.
Yeah, the person needs a business license, or the business owner needs to be there and giving consent for that vendor's license to be given out.
That's what I was wondering in regards to the new email from Sean.
Dude, daylight savings is also fucking with me because it's like, oh, it's only like 10:30-ish feeling. Nope. It ain't. It do not be 10:30. It's almost fucking midnight, which means, hey, go to bed real soon when you're wide awake. I hate daylight savings.
Okay, because I tried searching for the topic of vendors, and it didn't find shit.
Yeah, I think it's. Were you shared the DMV FAQ, Grandma? Or Todd made that up, but I think you were hired before Todd, so.
I was hired before Todd. If it's not in the email chain, then I haven't received it, and I keep up with it.
I just shared it with you. It has like all of the things you should know.
Oh, that's why I didn't get. Dude, I found that like those like mandarin orange fruit cups are like the best snacks. Those things are the best, but I tear through them so quickly. What did I? Oh, I opted in to get Greek yogurt instead because they had some new flavors I hadn't tried before. I can eat Greek yogurt whenever. With if it has fruit in it, I can't do straight up Greek yogurt. It's because it's got that like texture to it. Like I don't want to say chalky because I feel like that's not the word, but I also feel like it is the word to describe it. Now I'm saying.
notice him.
Sorry.
What is that flashing light over there? I'm actually shocked at how quiet this courtroom is. Wayne is the epitome. I almost said epitome. He is the epitome of a car salesman. He also just looks like he should be bowling somewhere. Hey, you guys want to go bowling? I wonder if Tommy and Ellie can make their bomber jacket outfits together again. He might be able to.
Definitely thought that there was because they requested me when I came in the other day.
Although I do like how non-puffy this jacket is. Like a thin bomber. I don't think bomber is the right term, right? Because bombers are puffy.
Doing the thing where like you write down everything. Doing the thing where like you write down everything. Oh God. Nothing. Talk later. Huh? Smell like that. Hey. What's going on with you, guy?
Hello?
Yeah. What? Do I look like do I look like Eminem or something?
What's wrong?
Bro, what is going on? You good?
Oh, they're coming back.
Bum, 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 bum.
Closing time.
Oh no.
Oh. Guys hear me?
Hello.
Yes.
Your Honor.
Yeah? All right.
Your Honor.
All right. Come to my decision. You guys ready to hear?
Woo!
Hey.
We are, Your Honor.
Me. All right. So today we are reviewing a claim of illegal detainment and frisk of Mr. Jordan Steele. 80. Is it ADA? Are you ADA, Jordan?
No, I think I was able to focus pretty well throughout this, Your Honor.
Well, I thought that so. I don't know why they have you listed as that. Congrats on overcoming the odds.
Thank you.
So we heard statements from Officer Nixon, who photographed Mr. Steele receiving an ominous handoff, alluding to vague threats of violence made within the courtroom. However, these statements were not tied in any way to Mr. Steele, nor were placed in any timeline of events, whether prior to or after Mr. Steele received a handoff. Therefore, Officer Probencrook operated on a reasonable suspicion of the picture alone, and stated on the stand that he assumed an assault with a deadly was to occur should the pat down not have occurred. Further, Probencrook stated that he feels weapons are not to be allowed in the courtroom, but as it stands, there are no laws that disallow licensed possession within a courthouse. Given the facts and evidence, we do not feel that the defense provided enough evidence to show that there was substantial arrest for the detainment and frisk of Mr. Steele, and therefore will be finding this case in favor of the plaintiff. There will be an award of punitive damages for $300, okay? Not $20K, I'm sorry, Mr. Steele. To be paid by Mr. Probencrook for his enforcement. And I want to say, and this too is to address your comments from the defense, that we do take the concerns of courtroom safety seriously, and we'll look to discuss this as a judiciary at a later time, but not in any reference to this case. And with that, I thank you all. Court is adjourned.
Really?
I will be here with
That's
the rest
crazy.
of this cohort for any questions. Thank you.
Oh yeah, suck that shit, Rosa.
Exactly.
More winners. Win that they're actually going to look into this as well.
It's a good day for Toman again.
Hell yeah. Let's go do ominous handoffs outside the courtroom again. Oh wait, yeah, I gotta check the MDW.
That's actually crazy. What is that guy doing? That's actually bonkers that Jordan wins that. I'm trying to work that through in my head. I guess they really didn't touch too much on like the rumors or the report, anonymous report, or, you know, because like probable cause, yeah, all kind of hinges on like, hey, there's reports that XYZ the other might happen. So I guess they really didn't drive that point home enough. That's actually kind of crazy. Check my work phone. Do I have a surprise meeting tomorrow morning? I do not. All right. Well, there's not enough time for me to really go on duty. Oop, that's a wall. missed my crosswalk. I thought there was another one though. Yeah, we're gonna log. I think we will go raid Snowball. How we feeling, y'all? About going and saying hi to Snowball because I gotta try and get to bed. It's gonna take me forever to fall asleep and get with the time change. Where my apartment be? 305. Yes, good. Go bed. All right. He's streaming.
Yeah.
He is. All right, y'all. Tomorrow day off, and then Tuesday be back and probably do the cop thing. Okay. Okay. Okay, chat. All right. Good. Sounds good. All right, y'all. I will be seeing you up. 5M just froze my computer. Hell yeah. There we go. All right, y'all. I'll catch you later. Have a good one. The Snowball, I said, what's up? Here's your raid message. Here's what it looks like because I got a gift Stream Elements a sub. And yeah, I'll see you all later.